So what we can say is happening today is let's say you guys leave town to check up on your neighbors and locals and stuff like that. You go
We go
see
check on
Judd, you go see the kobolds, you go see people, the
the werewolf
Fae.
guy,
Oh, you go in, yeah, you go and
Potion guy.
check up on
potion guy.
him.
Yes,
Potion Master.
Boken or
Professor
something.
Snape.
Boken, yes.
I was thinking like
Crazy
the
old
YouTube video.
Boken.
My potions are much too strong for you, traveler.
What's that from?
I love that video.
What is this? Okay.
What, did you look up the potion maker video?
It was the very first thing. I didn't even have to type the whole thing out. I just had to type my
Yeah,
potion, and it was at the top of the list.
it's pretty famous video. Potion seller.
Okay. So you guys are, let's say you're just out of town for a week. And
Okay.
you come back and some rumors begin to fly around town that catch your attention. That a secret mystery cult dedicated to the hag goddess Gyrona has taken root into your town.
What? I give my people too many freedoms.
Yeah.
Do I know anything about this hag goddess?
Yeah, I was gonna say who?
I probably don't. Maybe. I mean, if it's a common thing, DC 10 would probably be good enough, actually. But
Let me go find the
maybe I at least
details
know the
on that.
name.
This will be funny if we're like, we don't know who she is, so okay, if that's what they want to do, that's fine.
I believe in freedom of religion. They can worship her. It's fine. This could be like an even more interesting plot if somebody was like playing like a changeling. I bet you could like integrate the event a lot into the character backstory.
Who's our minister of religious affairs?
Jawed, I think.
Yes, Judd. She is not a popular deity, as many fear her and her clergy, which is entirely female. These are usual. These are usually the throwaways of society: disfigured prostitutes, wives caught up in adultery, or pregnant teenagers disowned by their parents. Um. What kind of information would you know? You would know that domains are chaos, destruction, evil, and madness. Subdomains are demons, insanity,
Wow,
nightmare, and rage.
that's a winning combo.
The alignment of this goddess is chaotic evil. She's also known as the Angry Hag or the Hag Queen.
Why does my kingdom have so many marginalized and angry women?
I don't know. Did somebody run around getting
I
people
think
knocked up like Ekiguro?
Might have been Ekiguro.
Bunch of angry pregnant teenagers. Not teenagers. Legal adults, young adults.
Ekiguro didn't know. His
They
numbers
lied
are
to
hard for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's just a rumor. Maybe they're not even from your kingdom. Like a bunch of marginalized women came here and brought the cult with them.
Well, it sounds like something for my spy master to check out. And I know that's not actually Zarky, but he's who I'm going to refer to at this moment.
Sure.
Now, who is our spy master? Do we have one?
We
Any
do.
girl? The spy master is also the
No, he's the
executioner,
executioner, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
right? Yeah.
I think so.
I think.
Let's look at the sheet.
I have no idea. Maybe that was Derek's character.
Spy Master is Zarky. That's me.
No, okay, you are the spy
Oh,
master.
okay.
So, yeah, we had it right.
Oh,
He is the spy master.
I was like
Oh, that
thinking
means
I
he's-
was, but then you said I wasn't, so I was like,
That makes
okay,
him.
what am
It's because
I?
you're really good at your job.
Yes.
I'm such
I
a
thought
good
you had
spy
to do
master.
something-
I don't even know I'm spy master.
I thought you were in charge of the economy.
Well, I'm a spy master, and I can use my spying powers to affect any of the 3 stats. And I chose economy
Spying powers.
because it's more flavorful with what my character likes and wants. I care about economy and wizard towers.
But you're not a rogue.
I'm not a rogue.
Alright, so you guys can roll a knowledge local or diplomacy to see if any of the women in your town fit this profile.
What was it?
Knowledge local or what? Diplomacy?
Yeah, gather info.
Yeah.
Why, nat 20 on diplomacy? I'll take that. No mods. Just, there you go.
Alright. Well, everybody but
I'm
Tasha.
Vaguely aware that I have people in my town.
Yeah, they're all just bobbling heads to you.
Tasha's
because
so
you're always
detached
busy
with the
working
reality of the
on
people.
projects.
Yeah,
They're like, we're
I spent all my
starving,
time
and
up in the
Tasha's
maid's
like,
tower.
let them eat cake.
Just conjure up some food.
Okay, so you guys have a good dozen women in mind who might fit this profile.
I'm profiling my people now.
Well, you know, we always judge. Let's not forget, we always judge. Alright, oh shit. I left, what?
Well, it sounds like a bad cult to have hanging around, so I mean, if they're not already outlawed, I should probably do that.
I
Yeah,
think they
I think
should
that's a
be
good idea.
Guided to a more creative outlet.
Artistic
than-
outlets.
than whatever this cult's trying to do. I mean, unless they're just trying to create artwork, but they sound like a destructive cult, which is the opposite of what I want.
I'm thinking destruction being one of her domains. It's a pretty good clue that isn't there art and destruction, as some people would claim?
There's art in destroying things. Absolutely.
I mean, potentially. I
Not when the
guess.
things you're destroying are art, though.
As long as you're not destroying other art, yeah. If you're destroying things that aren't art to make art, that's probably fine. But I mean,
That's not true.
But
Haven't you watched those videos
you're
of those people
destroying-
accidentally destroying art? It's actually art in itself.
If you're destroying art to make art, which one supersedes the other? The new art or the original art?
The new art. Modern always wins.
that's probably something Albanius is not able to really like wrap
You
his
can't
head around.
comprehend.
It's
Yeah.
a deep theological debate.
Yeah.
He's just
So
not
he's just
smart
gonna
enough.
he's just gonna ignore that question. He's just gonna move on with his life and say like destroying art is bad.
Nobody possibly would do that to make art. Okay,
Well,
so yeah, do you guys want to run around town and talk to some?
Actually, you
some
know-
gals?
we have Witch Lady here, right? She is, and I apologize for not remembering the names. It's been a while.
She's not a witch, but yeah. Uh-huh.
The hag.
No, she's not.
She's not a
She's not
hag either.
But my point being, she knows what it's like to be marginalized. Maybe she would be useful to help talk to some of these people and guide them away from
That's
their
not something
destructive
she's
cult.
interested in doing. If it's a last resort and you
Fine.
really need her, but other than that, she'd prefer to just be your magister here in the tower alone.
Let me count the money.
Perhaps we should have our high priest Jod talk to him and guide them back
How
towards
about you
the
guys talk to them?
light.
I don't know.
Well, we should have Jod go with us. He can help guide them.
Jod's
he can have
not
them
He's
work at
Aristil,
the
right?
temple or
He's
something.
at the temple of Aristil, still restoring it.
Well, we'll send for him.
Maybe there's no time.
I mean, who
Cult
knows?
could act
That's your
at
choice.
any moment.
Well,
Well, let's talk to some of these ladies.
Okay, you guys find one that you have profiled as a possible individual for this situation.
Jeez.
We're so judgy.
Well, you know, that's... Every day we judge. The first time we walk up to somebody,
I'm
we
going
judge
to
them.
use. I'm going to use my at-will detect evil.
Okay. You do not detect evil on this woman.
Oh, okay, she's probably fine then. Might just be she's like a level 1 commoner and doesn't have an evil aura. Who knows?
I think it's only until you get to level 5 that you get.
Yeah,
more,
you have to,
isn't it?
like, exude evil.
Yeah.
Or be a paladin.
Yes, if you're.
Or anti-paladin, I mean.
Or like a cleric or something like that that
Right.
actually gets like aura as a. Like they have that listed as like a class feature. I think War Priests
Yeah.
get it as well, probably. But yeah, like. If it's all, even if you're an evil commoner, you're not going to detect as evil to a paladin because you're just not significant enough to trigger anything.
Yet.
And to be purely metagamey about it, chaotic neutral is legitimate alignment for this deity as well.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, how? Okay, so here's a question: how do you approach someone like, hey, not to be rude or anything, but are you part of some evil hag cult?
Well, you
Well,
guys have magic.
that's what I'm trying to think of. How do you deal with that?
By
Okay, so
So
how do we
trying
that's why I
to
was
join
saying
it.
the
So I'm
assassin
assuming
guy
that
can,
we've determined this is who we're approaching. How are we going to approach her? Are we just going to walk up and like try to like strike up conversation?
I was thinking about just having Zarky keep an eye on her for a bit. I mean, if she's going to some secret ritual place, then that would tell
That
us
could work,
where she's
maybe.
going.
That's a good idea.
And even, see who else is involved.
Yeah, I'm down to tail her and see if she's up to no good.
Okay, who is this? Who is this woman? I want some like minor details, like so I can that you can make up with a random generator or something. But who is she? Like how what aspect of her fits into this cult?
Wanda.
Okay,
I
is
mean,
she like
she's clearly evil. She uses a wand.
so what have we profiled her for? Is she like a pregnant teen? Is she like a like she sells bread? All right, perfect. Does
Yeah,
she
that's so evil.
is she like someone that like was accused of adultery or something maybe, or was she like how do we think that she's part
What
of, like,
makes her
potentially?
suspicious?
Yes, what makes her suspicious? Because that will determine, I think, how I would want to approach this.
Yes, she has committed adultery once while in your town.
Okay.
She's no longer married to the man she,
But she used to be married to someone, and then she allegedly cheated on him.
And he left, and the man she cheated on left as well.
Okay, so she's been left all alone in this world. Such is the life.
There we go. We have a great story for Wanda. Good job, everybody.
We did it. Well,
So I'll follow Wanda around and see if she's meeting with secret cultists.
Yeah, I'm wondering if like it makes sense for my character to go up and like try to talk to her too, though, like beforehand, even if it's not like explicitly trying to talk about the cult. Like, how would I approach that?
She's relatively attractive. Maybe
Maybe you
Yeah,
want to
she
buy
probably-
some bread.
you're just looking for a date, and this is your opportunity to talk to her.
I mean, she's probably like older than me, though, right?
Oh,
By a pretty
Okay, but
well, she's
decent
an
amount.
where are
adult.
you going with this? I mean, at the end of
I
this
mean,
investigation, are you just going to jilt her?
I mean, see, that's like the thing. As like a follower of Shaylin, I wouldn't want to like try to lead her on, right? Like
Right.
that's just wrong.
Do you guys have
So-
magic?
Why don't you just see about buying some bread from her?
Okay, but then we buy some bread.
But, small talk it.
Okay, well maybe I'll go with that, and I'll use. Like, here's what I'll do. I'll use, sense motive to see if I can kind of get a sense of her being like, depressed or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I have no idea. I buy some bread.
You believe
Everything
it.
Some bread
seems-
is like,
Everything seemed totally fine, so I just, I just buy some bread, and then
this is good bread.
thank you for the bread.
You're welcome.
And then I go back and kind of just shrug to everyone else, like I don't know.
Do you want to roll perception though, Albanius?
I mean, if you're giving me the option, sure. I'm not very good at it, but I will
You
roll
don't
one.
notice anything.
I,
I'm
Investigation
rolling.
going
I'm a
well.
paladin. I have really good skills for this sort of thing.
Alright, so I'm gonna follow her secretly, stealthily,
Well, she's working
and try
today,
and...
so she's in her
Yeah, I
shop.
just
Right,
mean
we're gonna
in
wait till
general.
tonight.
Okay.
Wait
Okay,
till
so
tonight.
I'll come back around when her little bread shop
Oh.
closes.
Okay.
well, just a sec. Where does she live?
Oh yeah, we could go investigate her home. We have the census records, right? We'll look
I
it up.
don't know if we have probable cause to search her home.
Is that a thing?
This is a chaotic kingdom. I don't
Well,
know. Is it?
I mean, not technically, not the term probable cause, probably, but just like we suspect that she might be a little bit off, so we're gonna search her home while she's at work. That seems a little bit insane, right? We have like no
I mean,
actual.
I know
evidence.
I certainly won't be doing that. But...
Yeah, and I'm not doing it.
Okay.
I'll follow
I mean,
her
this is-
and look for
didn't-
evidence, but I'm not going
Didn't
to
we
invade
totally
someone's
just do
home.
that? Didn't we totally just do something similar to that with like the bard that was
Yeah,
like
with a bard.
where it's like, yeah, but this
Yeah,
is
but-
different.
The bard, we kind of knew what we were going for and like what was going on, but this is just like.
Oh, so I think it might have been we had the
Right.
shadier morals of a pick as well.
That's also true.
Man, if
But-
this was a lawful evil kingdom, this would be so simple.
This
We would absolutely
this
have the right to search
lady-
her house.
might just be a good, hardworking citizen.
I mean, this bread is really fantastic. She
That
seems
might
like
be
she's
what
contributing.
Albanius
She's contributing very admirably to this society.
Yeah. See, so
Okay, Zarky, this is your investigation. I'm putting you in charge.
I
Let me know if you
So-
ever need to do. If you ever need a lore or a Shaylin check, I got you covered on that. I can. That's my best skill.
perfect. I will.
Actually, no. Handle
Okay.
animals my best skill.
Uh-oh.
Kind of outside her shop when she closes. Wait, does she sell bread from her house or from her shop? It's from like a bakery, right?
It's from a bakery. Yes, she has a home elsewhere.
Okay.
So
So then when
she works at a
she's like
bakery.
closing up,
Wait, do you guys have a
I
bakery in your
will
town?
sneakily
Maybe it's
follow
from her
her.
home.
I mean, we
I
maybe
don't
don't
think we have a
have.
bakery,
Is there
but
is the bakery even a building that you can make in this game, or is that just
yeah, I'm
like
not sure
you
it
just
is.
assume that most places have a bakery because like
I don't know.
people eat
Need to
bread
find out.
like
People don't
everywhere in
eat
the
bread. You're
world?
lying. They put their faces in it.
Well,
And
some
then,
places
you
in
know.
some places people eat rice instead. Sure.
Uh,
Or other different sorts of grain stuff, but like generally speaking, most places in the world it's bread or rice or something along those lines.
oh, is that under creating a kingdom section maybe? No, those are resources.
I don't think it matters too much. Let's just assume we have a bakery.
I'm fine just saying it's a bakery. I imagine in our city we have at least a bakery or two.
Sure, you have a
I,
bakery
I,
somewhere. Yeah, there's not one on the list.
so the
Yeah.
bakery isn't big enough to impact the kingdom in any way, but
Yeah,
I'm sure there is a bakery. or
People
two.
gotta eat.
People gotta eat.
people gotta eat. Anyways, yeah,
Unless I craft them
so
all rings of sustenance.
she packs up and goes home. She stays after hours for like an hour after she closes and whatnot, but eventually she does leave and head home.
And I'm going to kind of watch and follow her sneakily.
Sneak-
So it's a pretty good stealth roll.
Okay.
It's a bad perception roll.
You follow her. It doesn't look like she's trying to be sneaky or conceal her movements, and she goes home.
Okay. Um. I didn't think this far ahead.
It's fine, we got time.
So maybe I will try and sneak around and see if there's any like windows I can look in to see if she's up to anything interesting,
Okay.
and hopefully not get caught because that would be weird.
That would be weird. Are we gonna use a new stealth roll for you as you're gonna.
Well, I really like that other one, but if you want me to re-roll, I'll re-roll.
No, the other one's for following her. This is a new instance. Okay. You look in. Doesn't look like she sees you, and she's, in her kitchen, maybe making bread and jam for a quick snack.
Okay. And I don't see anything in there that looks suspicious, probably, I assume.
No, no, you don't.
Hmm. Okay. I'm not really sure. I'll just wait a while and check every now and then and see if anything weird happens.
Okay.
Like
We
check
do
every
have
like
9 other suspects.
10 minutes or something. Yeah.
Yeah, we have other suspects. We could maybe one of the other ones will have something more obvious.
Well, I'm gonna stake out her place and maybe peek in a window every 5-10 minutes or so just to see what she's up to, and if she falls asleep, then I probably would stop at that point. I would definitely stop at that point. That's what I meant.
Maybe stop. You're like maybe I'll get enthralled.
Oh boy.
All
And due to
right.
my ring of sustenance, I'm doing okay, hunger and sleep wise.
That's right. You can just stay up all night.
I
See,
can
if I made
stay
a
up
raid
pretty
for
easily.
everybody in my kingdom, I could have my entire economy running 24/7.
Oh God. Slave
22/7.
driver,
I think you have to
Oh,
sleep
fair
for 2
enough, fair
hours.
enough.
But that's not a bad idea. So we just need to get that gold mine going to make the gold for the rings. If I'm assuming they're gold, and actually we have the gold mine going. Yeah. So then we just need the wizard tower. We need to get the child laborers in there enchanting the rings
Ring
to be
of
rings of
substances
sustenance.
doesn't help you from fatigued and exhaustion and shit like that. So you still can wear yourself out with that ring.
True, but it wouldn't be from lack of sleep as long as you slept like 2 hours. So, maybe we only make them work like 14-hour days instead of 22-hour days.
Alright, this is what Zarky's thinking while he's like between intervals of looking into her window. But each time you look into her
Uh-huh.
window, it looks like she's just doing normal, getting home, getting comfortable, maybe reading a book. You might even see her start to change clothes, whether or not you keep watching. I don't know. But she gets into her nightgown and goes to bed.
I'll let Zarky just know about that, whether or not he keeps looking. You guys can decide.
What?
What? Yeah, exactly.
I'm saying like it's a mystery to you guys.
Oh, okay.
That's
You're gonna
all.
keep
Okay,
that secret.
fair enough.
Yeah, we
Sure.
don't know
You're gonna
whether
keep
or
that
not-
characterization.
Yeah,
We-
that characterization.
You're gonna keep that characterization to
personality,
yourself. That's
That-
fair.
Yeah.
And she's in bed.
Then I would head back and report to Tasha and let her know I didn't see anything suspicious at all. Maybe they only meet on like Tuesdays or something. I don't know.
Well, I mean, that is actually a possibility. Perhaps we need to actually get somebody who knows more about this cult that could give us some more insight into what we're looking for. What types of rituals do they perform, or what nights or times are holy to them, or when a ritual would be performed? If only we had somebody that had knowledge arcana.
Oh, if only Z wasn't out of town this week.
Maybe we can do research. We have a library.
No. Not on these matters.
Who? Maybe someone will know about it that's not us. Zoo's out of town.
Do you guys have
John
magic?
is apparently away.
Perhaps Jod or our witch friend, Beldamy,
Your
old
magister.
Beldamy.
Does she know anything? Yeah, that's true.
She
I'm
might.
grasping at
Maybe she
straws
won't
here.
talk to them, but maybe she'll know something. We should ask her.
Yeah, there's no harm in asking.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's late at night. We'll sleep and ask her in the morning if she knows anything about this cult.
I mean, maybe because of her reputation alone, she's being approached by somebody thinking that she would be interested
Yeah.
in joining their cult. So,
And she could tell
Yeah.
us who
I
that
don't know.
was, maybe. Or maybe she is
She
part of the
will
cult.
not
Wait, is she on the
express-
suspect list?
So, your magister, her specifically, she will not express any interest in assisting and doing things for you. So, if you ask her
Really?
to do these operations, she won't want to do it. She'll.
Oh, no, we don't want to do that. We
No,
just
we're
want to
not
ask her
asking
for
her to do anything.
information.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
get info from her, but if you guys want these NPCs
That's
to
fine.
go places for you, they're not gonna do it.
Yeah, no, we
That's your
want
go.
to ask her if she knows anything about the cult, if she's been
Okay.
approached by the cult. Those questions are the two main ones, I think.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys go and see her, and she doesn't know a whole lot about this hag cult, but she does know something about the Queen Hag. she does know that anybody who follows that cult will probably be carrying a symbol of a bloodshot eye.
Okay.
Other than that, she doesn't know anything about, like, whether or not they meet up at certain times. She does mention to you, though, that this type of cult, the cult that follows this goddess, she's heard rumors in the past that they often will steal newborn babies and replace them with changelings.
What's a changeling?
Changeling is a basically someone whose mom was a hag.
Okay.
They're like half hag. They have the two different eye colors.
Yeah, well, the reason why, I think all hags used to be changelings because, like, there's only female hags, right? So they have
Right.
to get hags. More hags have to happen somehow. So a changeling could potentially become a hag, but doesn't necessarily become a hag.
Um, she does. She doesn't know like much more about this. As whoever rolled that religion check earlier probably would state, is it's a rather obscure uh, religion following cult group.
Hmm.
So we just need to find the symbol of the was it bloodshot eye?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's a start.
Also, the game
I
master wants to
will
give you
look for
guys.
it.
I've said this a few times, but I don't think anybody's responded or at least said anything about it. But do you have magic that can help you?
I have looked through my spell list 3 times, and I can't see anything except unless acid arrow.
I mean, I
somebody
have
is gonna
ranger
do.
magic.
Yeah.
You want me to charm an animal?
Identify mage armor, magic weapon, reduce person, silent image, fireworks, unseen servant, see invisibility, frigid touch, eagle splendor,
I need
full
to give
strength,
you more spell books, is what I need to do.
tongue,
I can
slow, haste, fly, flame
summon
arrow.
a minor ally.
I can craft stuff.
We haven't fought very many like enemy wizards yet, so yeah, we haven't
Yeah.
gathered like spell books. We got
Like
some
the
scrolls.
book is
I
like,
think
here's some
Natasha's been able to
spells
learn
that
off
they
of.
totally could use in this situation, and I'm like, they don't have any of those. Even though they could. They could have these, but they don't.
I mean,
I have charm
I could've-
person. That's theoretically I could use, but I'm not going to go around casting charm person on a bunch of villagers. Like that just seems silly.
I could have become a divination expert and taken all the spells that would allow me to interrogate the GM as to what the plot is.
Ah,
Yeah, that's pretty much what divination is, right?
yeah.
Yep.
That's
See,
when
I
the
can
GM has
cast,
to start really taking notes, because he's going to be like, well, I told so and so this, so now I have to make sure that this is a factor.
I mean, there's reason a lot of the divination spells have the option of the ability to not give you successful. Like you can just it can be like answer unsure.
Well, what
Or
I like about
unclear.
most of them is a lot of them state, like, within a half hour, things change, you know?
Yeah, they limit it,
But-
or they have things where it's like you're asking a specific entity, so the entity can be wrong.
My group became very proficient at just before an adventure. We had a set list of questions to ask, so that we were prepared for what was to come up.
See,
It may
I
not
have
have
a
revealed the plot,
character.
but we were always prepared.
Right, I have a character who communes to her god, and it's like, I always feel strange because I'm like, oh, I have a bunch of questions I could ask, but I feel strange asking the questions because in my mind I'm like, this god isn't gonna know that, or are they? I don't know. Like, some things just seem too much on a silver platter. It's kind of like, here's all the information you wanted. You know, it seems too easy. Something about it gets to me as a person.
I mean, yeah, especially when you're doing stuff where you're getting it from a specific entity, it's like, well, they will tell me, maybe they will tell me the like information that's correct, but they'll only tell me like stuff that they want me to know, you know? Like they might not tell
Right.
me everything. They might tell me certain things trying to lead me to do something.
I never actually thought about that. Should we be sense motiving our deity after every answer? You probably fail
I
because
mean,
it's going to be a really high DC.
yeah,
But
the deity is gonna have high enough bluff that they're gonna beat your sense motive no matter what, probably.
I don't know. Philippe's sense motive was pretty good.
deities don't have stat blocks for a reason, Zerdarium.
That's like the thing. They don't have stat blocks in Pathfinder. Unless they're like an Imperial Lord,
Yeah.
which are kind of in a
but
gray area.
they're like demigods type thing.
Yeah, like a
They-
demigod.
Are we supposed to
can have a stat
kill
block.
That's
the Klausar?
Oh, well,
Because
that's
he's not a
homebrew.
god, he's a demigod. Actually, he's not even a demigod yet. He's well, I think he might count as a demigod right now.
Anyway,
but
so
yeah,
what
that's
are
the
we
thing.
doing?
They have stat blocks for demigods. They don't for actual like full-fledged gods though.
Right.
So I don't have clairvoyance or clairaudience. I don't have scry.
Okay, so you don't
I
have
don't have
any
commune.
side tools to use here.
Now we do have.
You could get scrolls. You could always do that.
We also have the like we have. I guess. No, we don't have anymore. I thought we had like that dust that you could use as disguise person. So you could theoretically go and ask Wanda or somebody else that your profiling is in there, and disguise yourself as like, you know, one of the, like as a woman who might be interested in trying to join instead of approaching it, and she'd be like, I recognize this is like when I approached her, she'd be like, I recognize that's that paladin that hangs out with the fucking with the Baroness. So like I don't want to talk to him. Whereas if like I approached as looking like someone else, then they might be more receptive. So that's an option.
Yeah. I'm just looking through here.
Yeah, I mean, I have options once we know who is part of the cult.
Oh, locate object. Oh, I don't have locate object. That'd be a perfect one.
Do I have
Because
locate
we
object? No. Nope.
Okay, we'll just say, what level is locate object here?
I was wondering if it was on the paladin spell list, but it's not.
Locate object requires you to have, I think, seen or handled the object.
No. It just needs to have... It'll only tell you... let me see here just a second. You can search for general items, in which case you locate the nearest of its kind, if more than one is within range.
You
to
sense the
find a
direction of
specific
a
item.
well-known or clearly visualized object. So you have to know what this
Yeah,
item
but
is.
You've just
you
described one,
could
though.
search for a holy symbol, specifically for a holy symbol of this god, and it would work because that is specific enough, and it says you can search for general items. So you're looking for a specific general item, but you can do that. It does mention more about that, but I don't know if we have that spell.
Well,
You could get it.
Cleric 3, second level wizard. I mean, I could...
You might be able to get a hold of it.
Again, it
if you don't have it
requires a
already.
specific and accurate mental image. You guys don't know what the holy symbol looks like. You know what it was described to look like, but you don't actually know its appearance.
But it says general item.
Attempting
search for
to
general
find
items right after
a
that.
certain item requires specific and accurate mental images.
But we're not trying to find a specific object. We're trying to find a general item. I think is what they're saying.
It does
Well,
say
that's
there
fine.
in the
If I
other line
can't
right
get-
before that, you can search for general items, in which case you can locate the nearest of its kind if more than one is
Yeah,
within
like a
range.
chair, a book, a wallet, general items. This is a specific item. You're trying to specifically look for
Okay.
a holy symbol of.
Alright, well, we don't have the spell anyways, so.
I mean, we can probably
so we're
find
done.
a specific image of it. Then it's something that I'd imagine you can look up.
No,
Zarky, it's up to
actually,
you then.
you have no books in this town that have this image.
That's fine. Zarky, it's up to you to find...
Okay. I'm going to start interrogating people.
Well, we just need to find this item, right? So if we can search their... Again, we're getting
It's
back
on their
to
person, though.
Eh,
Right? Like they would be. She said they'd be carrying it around with them.
okay.
So I think we need to start bringing people in for questioning.
How are you going to do that?
Well, we have a suspect list.
Right, but how are you going to
So I
present that
say
to
we-
the town? How are you going to do that?
Well, we're not going to present it to the town because we don't want them to know we're coming. We're just going to go to
You're
our
just gonna go
suspects
arrest
on
a
the
bunch of
list
people?
and not arrest them, bring them in for questioning.
You know, like I keep saying, if this was a lawful evil town, all these suggestions would be perfectly valid. We really
If
need
they
a
have
secret
nothing to
police.
fear, then they'll come in and answer our questions.
Yeah.
If they do have something to fear, then we now have a better suspect. A more likely suspect.
Okay, so we can get them one at a time or all at once?
Yeah, one at a time,
I
right?
don't know. I have reservations
You like
about
it?
basically bringing in other people just to basically without any proof or evidence.
Okay, how's this? Okay, we will put out a PSA that says we've heard rumors of this cult happening in the town. If you have any information, it will be rewarded, and feel free to come in and share that information. And then we'll see what people come up with.
Now I know why people polymorph objects. I was always wondering, why would you really polymorph objects other than decor? But you could trick locate object with it.
What do you
Well-
think, Tasha?
Can also use to hide things mundanely for that matter too. But yeah,
That's
just in
true,
general,
yeah.
that's what polymorph object. That's like one of the best uses of it is
That
you
chair's
have like a really important
golden
MacGuffin.
throne.
Wouldn't
Yep,
it be
yeah, you
easier
wanna
just to
hide
wrap it in lead foil, which blocks all types of divination?
Oh, is that how that works?
Yeah, or just casting non-detection on it.
You guys have other people to talk to. You only approach to one person. There was like a dozen people in your town you think might fit this profile.
10, yeah.
Alright, I'll go talk to a second person. Whoever I think is the most suspicious.
Okay.
There's wisdom roll.
So
to see
unlike
who I
Albanius,
think is
Albanius,
suspicious.
this is what I envision happened with Albanius. Albanius walks into the bread shop, looks around, doesn't see anything, doesn't really know what to say, orders bread, looks at her, and then leaves. So how do you talk to the person?
Who is the person?
Okay, let's see. Let's say you run into a teenage girl that you know ran away from home from a different city, and she's been living in your city for like 3 months now.
Does she work? What does she do?
She does not work. It
Or do
looks
I
like
not know?
she's been living on the streets and taking handouts from the
Begging?
locals.
Okay.
You don't know her name.
Um, why do I think she's suspicious? Just because she has nothing?
Because she fits the type of individual this cult would recruit.
Okay. So I will approach her and kind of strike up a conversation and ask her if she's heard anything about this cult there's rumors about, and I want to sense motive her when I ask her about that.
Okay, and you go like right into it. You're just like, hey, cult this,
Yep.
cult that. Okay.
Yep. I mean, I'm
Alright.
just asking, like, I've heard rumors, and you're, like, people on the street, they know things that, other people don't see.
Sure. Roll
That's
me a
that's the way, like, I'm,
diplomacy.
I'm approaching it as, like, I'm looking for information from her, not that I suspect her as
Ooh, there you
being
go,
part of
Star
it.
Fox. That might get you places. Alright, this girl, she gives you a cold shoulder. She recognizes that you're not planning on helping her, and she starts doing the teenager attitude on you, like, if you're not gonna help me, like, why are you bothering me?
I pull out a gold coin, and I play with it in my hands. And I'll say, it might be worth your time to tell me what you know.
She'll tell you that she doesn't know anything now that she sees that
And
coin.
do I believe her?
You can believe what you want.
And I'll say, okay, well, that's not good enough. Let me know if you hear anything. There's more where this came from. And I pocket the coin. I don't even give it to her.
She starts like mouthing off to you as you're like walking away about like how rude it is to like tease people with that and
But she didn't give me any information. I don't like. Why is she upset? She literally said, "I know nothing," and then she expects me to pay her. Like what? That's
Yeah.
that's yeah, insane. That's what Zarky's thinking. He doesn't say any of it, but he's just like whatever. All right, next suspect.
Okay, just a sec. I am going to. Um, is our town big enough? What's the gold limit on our town for what we can buy?
oh shoot.
I'm trying to find out if I can actually buy this. Can
It's
I afford this scroll?
I mean it's gonna be at least 1,500 to 2,000 by now, I think. Somewhere I think in that zone. It's definitely over 1,000. I think it's 1,500 right now.
Okay, that should be fine. A second level scroll is 150 gold plus 40 gold to scribe it, I think.
Yeah, it's 40 gold to grab a second level spell.
So,
So if you already had the scroll, it'd cost you 40 gold.
yeah, so 190 to buy the scroll and scribe it. I'm going to do that in just a moment here.
What does it mean to scribe it?
He has to add it to a spell book.
If
Ah,
I can cast it off of the scroll in which case it's a one-shot item, or I can
but if
add
you
it to my
pay
spell
40
book,
gold,
then
you
I
can
can
add it to
memorize
your
it.
spell book. Oh, that's
Yes.
Yep.
super. I want to play a wizard, man. I need to play a wizard.
Are
I
we
want to
Or
gonna
name
an
him
try
Harry
arcanist.
to
Potter.
go for
Arcanists work the same way.
or like alchemist or something?
No,
Yeah,
I
alchemists
want
kind
to
of
be
work
a
like that
wizard.
too, but yeah.
I want to
I
invent
like arcanists a
spells.
lot because they're like they work like wizards, but they have spell casting like a sorcerer. So like you prepare spells and
Oh,
you
I
can
love
cast
that.
any combination of them. Yeah, I love the flexibility that it gives
I
you there.
hate preparing spells because it's like if you prepare the wrong spells, then you got a bunch of fucking spells that you just ain't using, you know? That's where like the
Right.
cleric's nice because then you can at least spontaneously convert, you know.
Fireball. Dee dee dee.
So the question is this going to proceed on to the following day then?
It will have to, because after I
Okay.
scribe it, I have to memorize it. So
All
if
right.
Zarky wants to
So
continue, that's fine.
Maybe I'll
So-
question
Unless
one
you
or two
left-
other people today then, before we get there.
today your kingdom has acquired one unrest as you start to learn that the town is hearing about cruel interrogations as the teenager started spreading rumors.
What?
Whether or not
Oh
it's
my
true,
god.
but this is what's happening.
That's what the rumors are.
Yep.
Okay.
Can we put out our public announcement saying we're trying to track down this cult, and then we'll reward anyone who comes forth with information? Because then they'll understand what's going on, and hopefully won't hate us because we want to get rid of an evil cult.
Albeus would
Okay.
probably be for doing that, but out of character, I'll say that might be a bad idea because it might actually just reinforce it. Be like, you see, they're trying to find this information. They'll do anything to get it.
Well, I'm thinking it might force them further underground.
Let's just
Yeah,
wait till
we could do that
Gregory
too.
comes back into
But-
town.
I don't know.
But I mean, I'm fine if that is your suggestion. Then I will
Well,
take the
I'm
advisement of my
asking
chief
Tasha.
assassin or a spy as the way to go.
I'm asking Tasha if you think it's a good idea because so far I haven't had any luck. And now there's just these
Well,
untrue rumors about interrogations when in reality all I did was ask a street urchin if she knew anything.
well, tomorrow, here's what we're going to do. We're going to have somebody with artistic talent, I look at Albanius, to draw a picture of this symbol we're looking for to the best of our knowledge.
Yeah,
Then
I don't actually know how to draw.
You're gonna get a stick figure.
I'm going to make assumptions that you're an artist, just like I make assumptions that Zarky is a rogue.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hang back with the tech thoughts while Zarky will go up to one of the people we suspect and say, are you familiar? Has anybody bearing this symbol tried to make contact
Okay.
with you? And then
I like this idea.
I'll be sitting back, like, doing the whole Charles Xavier mind thing while he is trying to elicit them to think about it.
Yeah, the drawing will not look very good. It looks very amateurish.
Okay. Are we gonna go up to a third
What is,
individual or?
Do we
Yeah.
have an artist?
Okay.
I mean, if Albania says, I know somebody who can do this better, I'll accept that.
I don't know if I do know anybody that does, but if I did, I would. Do we have like an artist in town that I mean, if there was one, I'd imagine I'd have like went and like been like, yes, they have, because like my character loves art, even though he's
Loves
bad
art.
at drawing things. Yeah, he's bad at drawing things. He knows how to play music. That's his art that he practices. But he still appreciates people that can paint things and such. So. But part of the problem too is I don't actually know that well much what the symbol looks like. Apparently.
Yes, well, as far as I know right now, it's a bloodshot eye. That's the description we've been
Yep.
given, right? So,
All right, so I draw like a circle with another circle inside is filled in, and then like little like squiggly lines on the outsides of it, and say, "Here you go." That's what it looks like, the best of my ability.
hey, let's see that roll.
Is it an int check?
Craft
So
or
here you go.
perform?
It's not
Untrained-
intelligence, it's...
untamed-
Oh, is it
trained-
craft?
Untrained
Untrained.
craft check.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I think it's
you
craft
did
or
better
artistry.
than a child, but
Okay, this is important. Is it what kind of check is it? Is it craft?
I would imagine craft.
I think it might be an artistry check,
painting,
actually.
right?
Okay.
Depending on if okay, it kind of depends because like Unchained introduced the artistry skills.
Right. I've never actually
But if
looked
you
at
don't have
stuff,
that, then it
but
would be
yeah.
yeah. If you don't
I
use
asked
those, it
because
would be
I
a
am
craft
really good
probably.
at crafting stuff. If it's crafting, then okay. Apologies. Allow me.
You can probably draw like blueprints and shit, you know? Yeah, you have the skill. You just
I mean,
never
there's craft
painted a
painting, for
picture
example.
for like to put up on your
So-
wall.
I guess artistry is usually like writing, like things like musical compositions, literature. So yeah, I guess craft.
Okay.
I guess painting is a craft skill.
Then I cast Crafter's Fortune on myself. I never realized how good I might actually be at this.
But you haven't actually seen the like. You just heard my description of it, basically.
Right. So
And I
I'm
don't know what it looks like
basically
apparently either.
I'm drawing a picture of a bloodshot
Of a blood-
eye
Of a bloodshot
to
eye.
the best of my knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
I might embellish it a little bit here and there.
Okay.
What does Crafter's Fortune do?
Gives me +5 on the next craft check.
Oh, okay.
And then I have a feat that gives me +1 to craft skills. Or not a feat, a trait.
Yeah, and it's an int-based skill, so I mean, even an untrained craft check is
Whoa!
Well, you do better than Albanius, but
I'm awesome!
you didn't have enough faith
This
in
has
yourself.
image-
You had like this small
This-
glimpse of hope, but it wasn't enough.
Okay, well, I take my picture, and that's what I'm giving to Zarki.
Great.
And Zarky's gonna do what with this picture?
I'm going to go up to a third suspect
Okay. You'll find Lisa.
and ask them if
Lisa is pregnant.
Lisa, have you seen any kind of symbol that looks like this?
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a diplomacy.
Dang it, I'm in bed. I have to get up.
You
Ugh.
can roll a sense motive also.
And then we also want detect thoughts to happen at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can be 60 feet away, so I'll stay as far back as I can.
Okay, so I'm rolling diplomacy. I'm very diplomatic with how I'm approaching this.
This team is awesome.
And I'm sensing a lot of motive.
Okay.
This is
All right.
exactly the wrong group of people to be doing this.
There's a nat 20 perception, not that you asked for,
So-
but there's my good roll.
Zarky awkwardly goes up and is like, "Colt this, Colt that," paper points at it, and the moment she looks at it, Tasha, you detect the thought of sudden recognition, and then the thought of, okay, lie now. But you also notice that she suddenly notices you off in the distance, and you detect her thoughts as she's looking in your direction. As you know, she notices you.
Really? Oh. Okay.
She sees you. I rolled a perception. Anyways, she doesn't know you're detecting her thoughts. She just sees you, is what you're
She
sensing
probably knows
from her
that you're
thought.
the Baroness.
Anyway, so she looks back at Zarky as she's looking at the symbol, and she says, "No, it's a bloodshot eye. I don't know any. What is that?
And as far as I know, I have no idea.
You can believe what you want."
I feel pride that she actually recognized what the drawing was.
So she says it's a bloodshot. I said, yes, this is the symbol of hag cult that we're trying to get information on. and I was told that you might have some information,
I
and I'm gonna
don't know
bluff
why.
that someone told me to ask her. I don't bluff very well.
No. She does her best to express to you that she doesn't know anything about what you're talking about, and that she's very pregnant, and she's like holding her belly, and she's like, "Oh, I'm feeling a little uncomfortable. Do I have to keep standing here?"
No, no, of course not. I appreciate you taking the time.
Look, if
I'm
you
gonna
have any
continue
more
on with my
questions, you can
investigation.
ask my husband. I'm gonna go home. And you know her name is Lisa. And she does have a husband. He works at uh, the sawmill or lumber place or something. Wherever
So
they process your wood.
what's the reason that she fits in as the
She's pregnant.
as
Because she has a
is it-
baby.
That's a pretty broad
All
reason.
pregnant women are
That's
evil.
yeah, that's a pretty broad. Because like normally, yeah, I don't know. I guess I've not seen it.
You know that those are the common people that this cult would recruit. Somebody who is pregnant, somebody who ran away, somebody who's cheated or been cheated on. You know, there's
Yeah, I know, but like one of those doesn't really fit in. Like you've missed so much of people that would be ostracized, and then also pregnant women.
I didn't write the religion.
I mean, I
anyways.
guess. Yeah, I guess maybe it's just weird like that. But
Okay. So when Zarki comes back, I will whisper out to
Yeah.
her. Uh, she recognized the symbol, so she would definitely be somebody to keep an eye on.
Really? Because I thought she knew nothing about it from talking to her. Are you sure?
Yep.
Um,
Tasha's pretty sure.
when when I looked into her thoughts, she recognized the symbol.
Okay, well I guess that just goes to show that people aren't always what they appear. I'll keep an eye on
He
her.
says to the kitsune.
That's true. But these are commoners, not adventurers. I'll follow her like I did with First Lady. I don't remember her name.
Wanda.
Bread baker girl. Wanda.
Okay.
Wanda the bread baker. So I'll give you some rolls. Unlike the bread, not the bread baker kind of rolls. These kind of rolls.
Uh huh. Okay. And she goes home like she said she would. It doesn't look like she notices you're following her. She doesn't do anything that brings suspicion.
So my thought is that if she's guilty, knows stuff, then she probably has a close friend who got her into the cult in the first place. And she's going to ask that close friend, what should I do? I'm being questioned about all this stuff. Blah, blah, blah. So I'm waiting to see if she meets with someone else. Or if she does anything suspicious, but I expect she'll meet with someone else.
How long are you hanging out there?
As long as it takes. What time is it?
Well, that's why I'm asking. It looks like you guys did this in the morning.
Yeah, so I'll be like, I don't know, just like around. I'll like maybe walking by on the street nonchalantly, or maybe just like hiding in an alley, peeking in her window, being super sneaky like, and maybe like across the street in a building, if it's like a public bar or something with a window, I can just like keep an eye out the window and look, something like that.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know the setting, but yeah. Basically,
Nothing happens
I'm
then.
using my favorite train.
So you're gonna spend hours
city,
doing
whatever.
this then.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I have favorite terrain urban, so that gives me uh
All right,
+2
Starkey.
on perception and stealth checks.
Zarky stalks the shit out of this lady's house. Nothing comes of it. She
Yeah.
doesn't leave. Depending on how long you stay, eventually her husband's gonna come home and see you hanging around in the area.
Does he see me?
Maybe.
I
Depends
mean,
on
my
what you're doing.
stealth roll is a
Well,
27.
well, that's what she's
You said
saying.
you're
You
walking back
realize
and
that
forth.
you realize that he's going to come home soon, so
Mhm.
she's giving you that option. Like he might notice you. Maybe you can choose to
Okay,
hang
I
around
guess.
anyway and try to stay hidden from him as well.
I mean, that's kind of my plan. Is I'm trying to be hidden, but like during the day when people are walking around on the street and stuff, I'm not going to be like hidden, like trying to sneak under their
I got
window and stay
that.
there, right?
What I was trying. Okay, time is passing and he's coming home. What do you do?
So I imagine her husband's going to be home soon. I'm going to hide even better than I was before until he gets inside. I don't
Okay.
want him to see me.
All right. It doesn't look like he sees you, and he comes home and is now in his house.
And then I'm going to resume, trying to see if, like, is she talking to him? Can I hear? I don't know if there's like glass on the windows or what, or if it's just like open.
Roll perception. We'll see how well you can listen.
Alright, and I'll add in my favorite terrain bonus, which I forgot about till now. So 32.
Okay. You hear them fighting, actually.
What about?
Um, it's hard to tell. Like, it sounds like it's like mostly petty things. Perhaps a stressed man working all the time and a stressed pregnant female. Perhaps they don't actually love each other and they're just releasing their stress on each other.
Alright, well, if I know anything about fights, one of them's going to end up leaving. It's probably going to be him, and that's when she feels most alone, and she'll reach out to the cult for warmth and guidance. So I'm going to keep sticking around and wait and see what happens after the fight.
He doesn't leave.
So what? They fight a bunch, then they just like go to sleep.
Yeah.
Shit. Well, as soon as they're asleep, let's see. I need 2 hours of sleep. I'll sleep later. I'm gonna. I think she might try and sneak out. So
So
I'm
my
gonna stay
question
up for
is
another few hours.
Zerky ends up staying at this woman's house like the whole day and evening, apparently. What do the other two do while he's doing this?
I give Albanius a copy of the picture. And I say, let's go see if we can find some other suspects.
Ah, there you go.
Alright, I try to gather information. I don't roll very good.
God damn. Our
Right.
rolls today.
Okay. Let's. Albanius, you walk up to somebody who you like think might fit the profile. Her name's Tam. Tam. You don't know why she fits the profile. You're just taking a guess.
Well, she's on the list that Zarky provided us, isn't she?
Sure, yeah. If Zarky provided a list, then yeah, she's on the list.
I mean, I'm the one who. Yeah, I have my little birds that tell me things.
But perhaps again, Albanius just doesn't see it. He's like, why are these people suspects? I don't know.
Isn't there medicine for birds telling you things?
I don't know.
I cast detect thoughts, stay a distance away,
Okay.
I actually try to like hide myself this time.
Okay, go ahead and roll that
You have
stealth
a
then.
stealth. Yeah.
Just a sec. Why am I getting plus 10 to this?
Albanius, is there anything specifically you want to do or say to this individual?
I actually probably. Like, I have the picture, but it's like it feels weird to just go up and start, like, asking about a cult. Like, that
It
seems
is weird.
accusatory.
But Zarky doesn't recognize that.
So, I'm going to, like, go a more roundabout way and try to talk about her feelings.
Aww.
Oh boy.
And I'm going to ask her about, like, I'm going to say, well, first I'm going to roll a sense above and see if I actually think she seems, like, depressed or something. I probably can't tell. But I'm going to think that maybe she is, because she's on this list. And if I was on a list like this, I'd be pretty depressed about it. So, I'll ask her about that. She's feeling depressed and marginalized from society. Probably not in those exact words. But if she feels like that people around her are pushing her away and that she feels like she's getting backed into a corner.
Okay.
Now that's what I'm gonna do.
Well, you learn some stuff, and you actually think that she's telling the truth. And Tasha detects all these thoughts as they're coming out of her, as it doesn't seem like she's deceiving or hiding any of her thoughts. It's just pouring out of her. You learn that she's a prostitute.
Are we still using up that? Okay.
Go ahead and roll a diplomacy, Albanius. And you actually believe her. You believe her that she's a prostitute, and she does get marginalized a lot, as a lot of the women are jealous about it, but it's not her fault that their husbands, aren't preferring their own women. And this is a living, and this is a proper living. This is her body, and it's her right, and it's a dangerous life, but it's her life. Albanius, you handle this with such delicacy that it seems like she's comfortable talking to you. She's enjoying your company. She doesn't feel threatened, or she doesn't feel like she's being interrogated, and Tasha is not detecting any thoughts that would suggest she's feeling negative about this interaction. And yeah, you don't. Yeah, I don't know. Do you present?
And I know, like, I'm totally. Yeah, like, that's the thing. It's like I'm basically thinking, it's like, well, like, Tasha probably wants me to show this image of the holy symbol, but that just seems like it'd ruin this beautiful moment, right? Where we're having a genuine human connection.
A paladin talking to a prostitute.
So, yeah. So instead, I'll just tell her that that there are good people in this town, and that I am glad to have met her.
Maybe prostitution's just another form of art.
No, I won't go that far, but
okay.
But like I'll try to, like, kind of stress that, like, that there are good people in this town, and that even if, like, people are marginalizing her and shit, like, that she should trust in, like, the goodness of the people around her. That not everyone will be that way, I guess. Like, I'm trying to encourage her to not want to join. Like, if she's not part of the cult, I'm trying to do what I can to, like, make her not want to join it. Like, so that she wouldn't want to take, like, revenge against the town, and that's kind of more like my aim on that end, even though that's probably not.
That seems effective.
I'm supposed to be doing.
Because Tasha might later tell you that she starts to think about, more about like the goodness of stuff, and even she herself could be kinder to these women whose husbands keep cheating.
Okay, well that's good. And she might have. I mean, that's the thing too with the detect thoughts. I guess I don't even have to specifically mention it because theoretically, she might, if she is part of that cult, she might think about it, and maybe you would have
Yeah.
detected something about that. But I don't
Yeah.
specifically mention that.
Mm-hmm.
That's just why I was saying, like, that was the original idea, is by presenting the picture, regardless, it would evoke the thoughts.
Right, but it would have ruined the good moments, man. So I didn't
Sure.
pull the picture. So maybe Albanius, when he goes back, seems like he realizes like, crap, I didn't do what I was supposed to do, and maybe he kind of back like, sorry, I got kind of distracted.
Okay, well, she doesn't. I. She didn't seem to know anything about what this. She wasn't thinking about the cult. How's that? There we go.
Yeah, she seemed like a good person, so I don't think she's part of that cult.
Okay. Well, I can do this 3 more times if we want.
Alright, so do we proceed on to the next day? Because nothing's gonna happen at the house Zarky's watching over the evening.
Like, would we have any better luck on interviewing a couple of other people though?
Today, if you two want to do it, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we still have a couple more casts of detect thoughts prepared, and I can go around and try to like talk to some more people.
Alright.
So yeah.
Okay,
So I guess
next.
who's someone else that I go talk to?
Okay. You find a woman named... Oh shoot. I'm running out of names. Blue. Her name's Blue.
Perfect. I go talk to Blue.
She's a halfling.
All right.
She's also a prostitute.
All right then.
You have prostitutes in your town. Are you okay with this? Yeah, you're chaotic. You're fine with this.
I talk to her about something along the same lines as I talked to the last person.
Okay.
I talked to Blue about, you know, I'm gonna try to also, just like last time, try to see if I can detect if she seems like like depressed or angry or at the town or something like that. It's a better roll. Um, doesn't meet the DC 20 for like a hunch, but
Alright. You sense something from Blue as she's talking to you. She's a little abrasive, standoffish to you, as if she might suspect she knows who you are and what you're trying to do. So she's acting very reserved about her thoughts and opinions. And it doesn't look like you're getting her more on the friendly side. Like, nothing's really coming of it.
yeah.
And while Tasha is detecting thoughts, are you also hiding?
I was trying to disguise myself.
Oh, a disguise. That's not the button I wanted to click. I'll click this. Okay. The thoughts that you are detecting, is kind of like, oh shit, now it's my turn. Feck, now I have to, like, try to deflect this guy. You definitely sense that she's hiding stuff, but she doesn't actually think about the cult, but you can piece together her thoughts that that's kind of what this is in regards to.
So she knows that. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
She's thinking about
Okay.
purposeful thoughts to deflect his questions. So those are the thoughts that you're getting. So she's not directly thinking about the cult. She's just thinking about how to deflect.
Sure.
Well, she's already being standoffish anyway, so I'll just pull out
Yeah.
the picture and see if it gets a reaction out of her.
And
Pull out and be like, "Does this look familiar?"
and she continues to deflect that, and Tasha definitely like the hag queen pops in her thoughts for a second, and she begins to deflect.
Okay, so as far as I can tell, she doesn't seem to recognize it. But it's hard for she's just
With your
like, all right, well,
sense
sorry.
motive, you think she does recognize it, but
Oh, okay.
obviously she's denying.
Okay. Well, in that case, I probably won't bother too much longer about it, and then I'll just go back and reconvene with Tasha somewhere off, away from here, and be like, all right, I think she definitely recognized it.
Yeah. She knows what it is.
But I mean, I barely knew what it was, so if she knows about it, then there's probably some reason she does. It's probably worth investigating,
she's
I
another-
suppose.
Another suspect. I agree.
So maybe we'll have Zarky look into investigating her or shadowing her or something, I guess.
Yeah.
If he doesn't find any information, his current investigation.
Yeah, I think I'm done with my current one. Is it the next day or not?
If you want it to be.
Like, she never leaves the house, right?
No, they
Yeah,
went to
she
bed.
didn't leave it that night, and then I'd sleep for a couple hours in the morning, and then I'll meet up with you guys and you'll tell me about this new person. And I'll follow that person around.
On the next day, is that what we're gonna do? We're gonna move on to the next day?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
think so.
think so.
Okay. You guys can roll me perceptions to see if you can find Blue.
Sure.
I didn't add my +2. That's a 28.
Ooh.
Nice.
Our
I sleep in.
Albanius recognizes that halfling anywhere now. Got a good look at her. Albanius helps you guys find Blue in the city. She's in a totally different location than before, as it's pretty obvious she's trying to avoid, but still work. So what's the
So, yeah, I
plan
guess-
here? You guys are hoping that she's gonna go somewhere and you're gonna follow her, or are you gonna approach her, or...
I think I'm supposed to follow her.
Yeah, good question. I don't know.
Well, depending on how we feel about it, if Zarky confronts her and somehow asks if she knows where this cult or might be hiding, maybe I can find out with that detect thoughts. It seems rather blunt. The other option is just to let him follow her. Or, because she is now a suspect, to go in and search her room while she's out.
If we know where that is.
It's true. We
She
could
might
ask
not
around.
live in a... She probably doesn't live in an officially, recognized house or something.
Oh no, there's gonna be kind of one of those low-end motels that's in every city.
Yeah, she probably lives in a tenement somewhere.
Yeah. just a single room with a bathroom and a sink kind of place.
Although we didn't build the tenements like building because that's actually like a building.
It's like
in the
Brazil.
Kingdom
They
building
built
rules.
their own with whatever they can find. You might want to get that fixed though. Build your people houses.
So, what are we doing? Following?
I don't know. What are we doing?
Or
I don't know.
investigating her
Let's
house?
find out where
trying to
she
figure out
lives.
where she lives? Okay, how can I find out where she lives?
You can ask around. Diplomacy.
That sounds like
local.
diplomacy.
I'm learning that knowledge local works as gather information in like all the scenarios. It's brought up alongside diplomacy. So yeah, it's an option.
Yeah, it'd be nice if I had that.
It's good. I'm starting to learn. It's a
Okay,
really
so
good
my
I'm
skill
not
to
saying it's
have.
not good. I just have other skills like
Oh well,
Yeah, knowledge
Tasha
locals
built
up
there.
this town, so
Knowledge
she
levels
knows
up
where
there
she
with
lives.
like knowledge nature in terms of how often you use it.
Was it in the name of rock and roll though?
No, we haven't got there yet. It was the
Not
name
yet.
of Baroque.
Same thing. All right, yeah, you know where
okay. Well, I'll try and
she
untrain
lives.
diplomacy.
And when you get to
Alright,
the
you figure it
area, it's pretty easy to like talk to some of the people and find out where the halfling what room might be hers. So eventually you get directed to her place.
Okay.
A lot of the
Just be
individuals,
subtle about it,
unless you're
Zarky.
disguised, are slightly starstruck that the Baroness is here, though. As these are the poor people.
I need a disguise. You'd think being a transmuter, I would at least have alter self. But you'd be wrong.
Why don't you just be in
Not yet,
fox
huh?
form?
Well, because, yeah.
What's more shocking, a fox visiting your home or the Baroness?
Tasha has feelings about that, I think.
Well, it's true they wouldn't know who I was, but I have no idea how they would react. Being in Pathfinder, it's really hard to determine, like, because of all the weird races.
Right.
How does a normal person react to, like, an orc walking into town? You know,
Well, honestly,
Or a
most of these
knoll.
people have been
Sylph.
to a big city, and in the big cities like Magnamart, that's exactly what you see. It's very normal. So
Well,
you
Magnamar
might
is a
have-
special case, but
but you might have, like, gotten your shell shock already done and over with. However, children might not have received that shell shock yet, so I don't know.
like, if one of those lizard men had, from that village, if we'd made friendly contact, if they had started walking up here and just visiting the town, I have no idea. How does the commoner react to something like that?
I mean, the kobolds do. I mean,
They
it's
probably
probably
freak out.
very
That's
racist,
true.
where they probably have opinions about it, like these don't belong on our town, or oh, neat. It's probably the same as our actual world and races. Maybe like 30 years ago, where we still had
probably
strong
more
opinions.
extreme. But yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, I hate lizard people.
I mean, me
Yeah, I'm
too.
not fond of them either.
They shouldn't be allowed to vote.
you're not
Well, that is a good
you're not
thing that
giving
this is a-
lizards suffrage.
This is a
There's
good thing
no
this is a
voting in
monarchy.
world. Yeah.
They have the same rights as everybody else with respect to voting.
True.
Everybody is equally oppressed under my regime. It's perfect.
All right, so you guys go to her dwellings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. Naturally, her door is locked.
I'll wait outside. It would be unseemly for me to be associated with whatever's going to happen.
You're like, I'm just building inspecting today. You know, I'm thinking about improving these buildings on our next build.
You know
Giving
what?
you some houses.
That's a very good point. While I'm down here in the lower side of town, the poorer side of town, maybe I will just take a quick look to see how things are going.
Yeah, you need more houses.
Okay, I make note of that, and I will correct it.
You have people who want to live here, and there's no room, but they want to, you know?
We'll start surveying the area for new places to put housing. A densification.
Alright, so while Tasha's pretending she's not part of what you're doing, what are you guys doing? Zarky and Albanians.
I mean, I'm not going to break
I
into
don't
someone's
know.
house, so...
Okay. So Albanius is
Sorry,
out
was
with
this-
Tasha then. Zarky.
Well,
Sure.
What
this-
are you doing?
I guess I should have asked, is this something that we were willing to do? Because if nobody's willing to do this, then we shouldn't be here to begin with.
It's so funny. You guys have ideas, but then
It's
you
your
don't think about
kingdom.
when
If
get
you
there.
want me to do it, I'll do it.
Well, this is what we did with the bard,
Sure.
and we have
And you took
We had
cause
to pick
now,
with
so to
us.
speak.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
didn't know
that's
about
why
that.
I said if you want me to do it, I'll do it.
Okay, do it.
Okay, so I'm gonna break in.
The whole
I'm gonna
plausible
do a B&E.
deniability thing.
Yes. Disable device.
If this comes back to haunt me, I'm denying this conversation.
Alright, so what am I doing? Disable device. Perception. Stealth.
Okay. You
Oh,
break
disable
into
device
her
is
room.
untrained. Shit. I didn't realize that.
Oh, you don't have it trained? Okay. Yeah. Then you don't break into the room. You don't think there are any traps. You don't hear anything on the other side of the door. You're being very stealthy. Nobody knows you're there as far as you're aware.
Is there like a is it a 1-story or 2-story house?
I don't know.
Well, I want to know if I can like climb up and see if there's a window open or unlocked or something like that. Some
You
other way to
find a
get in.
window, but it's locked.
What about a chimney? Can I come down the chimney like Santa Claus?
There's no chimney.
I'm a little gnome. I probably fit.
These are poor
Shit.
people houses.
It was perfect. I could have been a Santa Claus. I don't know how to get in then. I guess I can just break the window.
Yeah, we don't actually have our rogue, so
Yeah.
we don't really have the characters that are like fit for that.
Alright, well I'm gonna try and like basically force the window open without like I don't want to break the glass. I just want to like pull it so hard that it breaks the lock.
Your only option is to break the window. Because you don't know how to disable devices without not breaking things. So one way or
Right,
another, it's gonna break. If you want
I guess
in.
what I was thinking is, can I like force it open just out of sheer strength?
It'll break it, technically.
Yeah. I want to be broken, but I don't want to break the glass. I want to break the lock.
There are no
Right. I don't want a bunch of
promises
like
with that.
I want a loud shattering glass sound.
Can't promise that. That's what
Okay,
disabled
then I'm
device
gonna
would be
forget
for.
the window and I'm gonna bash down the door.
Okay.
Shit, I'm a gnome. Like, what the crap am I supposed to do?
We might not be able to
Like-
do it. We might just have to look for a different avenue. Like, we might
Okay, I
have
rolled a
Yeah,
19 on my
let's
strength
just,
check.
I mean, this is supposed to be subtle, right?
Not anymore. You bust
I rolled a
open the door,
19 on my strength check.
and you're now in
Yes.
her room.
Okay. I'm snooping around. I'm looking for evidence. Yeah. What am I actually looking for? Like the tokeny thing probably won't be here, so just like anything that might lead me to suspect
You can go
You
and
know,
roll a perception.
cult things.
Yeah, I don't know what you're
Okay.
looking for.
Well, I'm looking. I'm looking for things.
All right.
Well, the holy symbol or anything that
unfortunately,
would be...
you don't find anything that would lead you to believe it's representing any kind of cult activity.
Do I see anything that's like contraband goods?
I'm sorry, what?
Do I see any like contraband goods in the house? Things that would be like, things I know about from like my smuggling stuff.
Can you be more specific?
I mean, it could
Let me
be
go
like
Google
drugs or like just
Illegal
things like
goods.
banned items, illegal goods. Yeah.
No, you do not.
Okay.
Sorry, I just didn't know what the word meant, so I had to go find it.
No, that's fine. Um, that happens to me a lot. Well, this is gonna be awkward. So I don't know. I searched the whole place.
Mhm.
Well, if I do, I could take 20 on perception because I take a long time to search.
So you want
If I don't immediately see
spend
anything.
20 minutes being in there then?
Oh yeah.
Okay, then you do that. You spend a lot of time searching around. In fact, the place, you kind of turned some things over, so there's no evidence that you've been here, or somebody's been here at least. But eventually...
Well, the door's broken too, so...
That's you. But eventually...
Yeah, I'm planning on it looking like someone tried to rob the place.
You find some ragged black smock, and bundled inside it, you find what only could be an unholy symbol of this goddess, as it appears to be a bloodshot eye.
Okay, I will take those things, and I'm also going to look around for anything. What basically the most valuable thing in here?
That is all you find.
As far as just anything to take. Anything that's
Beneath-
worth money.
She has no values. That is all you find.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to make it a convincing burglary, so I want to take the most expensive looking thing in there.
Yeah, there's nothing.
That's all.
This
Okay,
woman's very poor,
then-
doesn't really have anything.
I
Unless you want to take
will
her blankets.
sneakily leave. No, that's fine.
Okay.
I will sneakily leave with the smock and symbol
Okay.
and show them to Tasha and say, I made it look like a burglary, but she's definitely going to notice this missing. But I thought you'd want it so you can see it for yourself, and perhaps we can use this to find the others somehow through your magics.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is our next step? Should we just arrest them?
I mean, if we can detect who has these things, I think you were talking about that before. If you learn how to do that, then since we know exactly what the symbol looks like, we can detect all of them one at a time and arrest the people that are involved, or put them into some kind of reformation thing, camp,
If you
for
look at
lack
that
of a better
picture,
word.
Oh,
I graded out quite a bit, but this is what the holy symbol actually looks like. Unholy symbol, I guess you could say.
okay.
Maybe.
Okay. And we have one right now, so
Yeah, you have one that looks like that.
so anyways, I'll leave it up to you. My services are as always at your disposal, Baroness.
Okay, locate object is also a second level spell.
Oh yeah, now you can do it for sure.
Do you want me to perhaps find you a scroll of locate object?
Oh, also, I guess we didn't really conclude today, but eventually you guys learned that you gained one more unrest as Lisa, the pregnant woman, felt interrogated by you and started spreading rumors along with the
This is
teenager.
odd. The act of investigating this is harming
turning
us.
into interrogation. Yeah. Our people are weird. They think they have, like, I don't know. They don't have to. They feel threatened or interrogated when the authorities ask them questions.
Every time Tam sees Albanius, she waves to him.
Well, that's good at least.
I think I'd advise to Tasha, I think we need to put it into this quickly before it gets out of hand. So, with my
Okay, well,
black market connections, can I try and find someone who has a scroll of locate object?
Oh yeah, you guys, you can totally buy that.
Or we can just go to the magic shop, but I like doing it through my own means.
If that's the way you want to acquire it.
And how much is it? I can check, but
Tasha might
I don't know how scrolls work.
it's 120. No, 150.
150? Okay, I'll buy it
the
for
same
you.
cost. It's the same cost as the detect thoughts that I got.
Okay, and then 40 gold for scribing it. Is that?
That's right.
Can I pay that?
If you want to, sure. I won't stop you.
Yeah. Okay, so I spend 190 gold and get the scroll and get the things, ink or whatever, for Tasha to scribe it.
Okay.
And you're surprised by how quick I have the stuff, and I just say that I have plenty of connections to get any goods we might need.
Mm-hmm.
Because I show up with it in like 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
10 minutes.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, it's impressively fast.
Then the next day, after I find out how the spell actually works here, we will go investigating.
Prepare 10 locate objects, and let's go. Locate the closest one, arrest. Locate the closest one, arrest. It's perfect.
What level are we?
10.
6.
Where are you guys coming up with the
6
number
minutes.
10?
Well, I'm just saying,
Well, I
just prepare
memorized-
how many you can.
Oh.
A
I
bunch.
memorize 4 level 2s, and then I memorize in my level 3 slots 3 more, so I can do 7 if I really wanted to.
Perfect.
Are you sure?
Hopefully we
you
don't have
wanna
a big fight on
are
our
you sure-
hands.
Yeah, exactly. Are you sure you want to do that?
Maybe you should
No.
not prepare quite so many.
I mean, you can if
Like,
you want.
probably a
I mean,
few,
come
3 or 4 is probably fine.
on.
Well, I'm going to do 3 locate objects and a detect thoughts.
Okay, I like that. Because if we find one, we'll probably, make our way or get the attention of the higher ups, and then we'll have a fight on our hands. Once you take out a few of the lower pieces, then the entire tower starts to collapse.
I'll be right back.
Okay. We still have 3 names on our list, is that right? No, wait.
I thought we had a list of like 12.
Oh yeah, there's about a dozen people that fit the profiles.
So we have like 8 more people on our list, I
You've
think. If
spoken
I
to
kept
5
count.
so far.
7 more. Okay. I think I missed one somewhere along there. But that's okay.
Well, let us go to the next person on our list. Okay, so are we just straight up arresting these people?
I don't
You
know.
tell me, Baroness.
Well-
Did you outlaw this cult in your kingdom?
What do we want to do with these people then?
Oh yeah, are we on the next day then?
Well, I thought we were because
I think
you
we
gave us the
were.
unrest point.
I think we're on the next day, and I think we are planning in the morning how we're going to
Okay.
approach all this.
So the day after you broke into Blue's place.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 unrest to your kingdom as rumors continue to spread that the city officials are getting out of hand with whatever they're doing and how they're doing it, and rumors are spreading that one of you guys broke into Blue's place.
How are there rumors of
Okay.
that? I want to pause real quick because, as far as I'm aware, I was trying to be really sneaky.
Oh, it doesn't
There's
matter.
no evidence that it was me.
It doesn't matter.
None
None of that matters.
Okay, so we've just accumulated, if I'm not mistaken, 5 unrest points.
No, 3.
Yeah.
It was 1 for each failed interrogation.
Okay, so we're at 3 total. I thought you were
3
saying
total.
we got
Oh,
an
okay.
additional
Yeah,
3.
I thought we just got 3
No, I'm
more.
just tally marketing
Okay.
it right now because you guys will probably try to wash it
That
away
makes more
with
sense.
kingdom building.
I was
Well-
a little bit more upset when
So
you said
guys don't
when I thought it
know
was 3
how
additional.
this is functioning, but I do. So just what I say is what it
Okay,
is.
well.
So
No, that's fine. I agree that we're doing some things that aren't the most diplomatic. So
And-
that's fine.
So that's why I was going to say, because
I mean, even if they don't go with that angle, just the fact that there was a break-in and robbery right in there in the middle of the day or whatever, it was like already gonna probably cause some unrest.
But people knew you were in the area because you were gathering information, and so your names are easily linked. And,
Sure,
Yeah.
I guess.
So, I am concerned because we have 3 unrest and am familiar with how crippling even 4 or 5 unrest can be about how we proceed from here. I'm hesitant about just arresting people now. I'm actually kind of uncertain about how to proceed.
I mean, you'd think if we arrest people for being part of this evil hag cult, that the people would like us and the unrest would go away. Because yes, they're making sure our city is safe.
Is that
But I don't
true,
know if
though?
that's
I
the
mean, we're
perspective
getting
people are gonna take.
we're getting unrest.
Well,
for
that's what I'm
asking
saying. I don't
people.
think we've publicly announced what we're doing. All they've heard is there was a break-in, there were interrogations. But if we tell them why that was the case, what we're doing, then
Or it'll
Okay.
just
the general
increase it
public
because-
would hopefully think,
Make it
Oh yeah,
Make it happen.
They
that's
might
what I
be
want.
they might be worried that they'll be accused next of being part of it.
So I don't, because that's the thing. It's like, from my point of view, I think we should publicly, give some kind of public statement so the general public are not worried about themselves. Like, oh yeah, I'm not part of that cult. I'm fine. And they're just
Okay.
trying to help our city. But I don't know if that's how the game is going to play that action.
Well, go ahead, Sarky. Make that announcement.
Okay, I will make a public announcement addressing recent rumors of interrogations and break-ins and say that we have only, we've heard rumors of this cult and we found evidence that it does exist and it is harmful to the city, and that we're doing everything we can to track down those involved and turn them away from such evil actions.
Okay, you do that. However, on this given day, as well as the following day, it's not going to remove unrest. So your unrest will stay as is. But information is powerful, and you have informed your kingdom of what's going on.
And yeah, I want to make sure I stress that for almost everyone, there's only a few individuals we think are involved, and everyone else should just not worry about it. If you're not involved, then you have nothing to worry about.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so your unrest will stay as is until you figure out how to resolve the matter, as your people are still worried about, oh, something's going on. Oh, what's going on?
And I want to get the militia involved as well. I think that I just want them to kind of be doing maybe some extra patrols in the streets, have a few more men on duty at a time, just to make sure that there's not people leaving the city. So I want extra men stationed at the exits of the city, entrances and exits, and then I want a few more regular patrols going through, and I want them to, be friendly towards the people and all that, but they're just kind of there to keep an eye out and make sure things are okay. And I'll suggest that to Tasha. If she agrees, then I'll put that into action.
Okay.
Sure, yeah, you do that. I think we're on day 4 right now, so yeah, all that happens on day 4.
And then now I will ask, okay, so we know how to track these people down. How do you want to go about doing it? What's our plan? I've informed the general public so they know what we're doing.
I guess we just keep looking at the people on our list. They're still our primary suspects. We don't actually have to talk with them now. We can just cast locate object, see if they have one of these items, but then Blue didn't have this on her persons. It was in her home, right?
Yes.
I think we should just maybe locate the objects to figure out who is involved, but what do we do with the people who we find out are involved?
I mean, obviously, you want to find who the leader of the cult is. Really, like that's the main thing you want to
That's
find,
true.
right?
Right.
We get rid of
So
the
we'll
leader,
bring them
then-
in and ask them who their leader is and how to find them.
Well,
In the meantime, they
how do
can
we want
hang out in the
justice to
jail.
work in our town? Are we just going to incarcerate them? Kick them out of town?
I think we put them in jail until we find the leader.
And then?
And then once the leader's taken care of, if they promise to, not be involved in any more, evil culty activities, then we let them go. Either we don't, and we don't put them in jail. We just ask them who their leader is, and hope that we can
Take me to your
get to
leader.
the top.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't think me, the player, has a really good idea of how to approach this.
Okay,
Well,
well, let's find them first.
It's
Yeah.
tough because everything we've tried is literally everything we've tried is backfired.
Everything
So
we've tried is
that's
backfired, yeah.
I think that's the
That's
issue
not
we're coming to.
true.
Is like we're just gonna make it. No matter what we do, is going to make it worse.
Alright, not everything, that's true. Only
That might be
the
how you
2
feel,
people I interrogated and then 1 person I broke into their house.
but you guys are
Those 3
doing
backfired.
exactly what the book expected to happen. Without you even noticing, I guess. But you're doing great. Just continue on the track you're on.
Yeah, I guess the ultimate question is what do we do with the people who
Okay,
we
well, let's worry about that when we have them.
figure...
Right now, let's just round
That's
them
your
up.
been method so far.
Okay, I'm following Tasha's lead then. You point them out to me and, we'll take a few people from the militia with us to arrest them. And then
Okay.
we'll hold them in jail until we know what to do with them.
Okay.
All right, you're gonna
so I only have-
ask. You're gonna ask Ben to come with you.
Yes. And he'll have a few guards who we find someone and then he sends like 2 guards to escort that person to jail. And then he gets another 2 guards for the next person or whatever. So we're not like actually escorting all these people back and forth. We can just find them and arrest them.
Yeah. We'll just stick Ben with you as you guys do your things today.
Yep.
All right, carry on.
Okay. What is the range on this? It has pretty good 400 feet plus 40 per level, so it's a big range.
640 feet.
So when we get in the general area of one of the individuals that's on our list, I'll cast the spell and see what happens.
All right. So you look for individuals on your list, and quite a number of them you don't find. But let's say you guys do find one that is on the list that you haven't spoken to yet. And when what are you casting? Locate object, specifically the unholy symbol, right?
The holy symbol.
That's right.
All right. So you only detect 7 of those, and they're all in the same place, in a barn outside of town.
Okay. Before
That's
we get
within
there,
640 feet.
the
Sure.
spell only has a range of 640 feet.
Sure, we're just gonna say you're within that range. Why not?
We happened to wander near it and detected one of them. I think it only detects one actually, but
Does the detect have a duration,
well,
like
you
you can
detect
walk
one.
around with it?
Yeah, 1
Or is
minute
it
per
instant?
level.
Okay. So we just
6
walk around
minutes.
and we happen to find one,
we happened to walk with it close enough to it that we detected it.
and it's suspiciously in a barn a little bit outside of town. Like just
Yeah, like we
outside
happened
of
to
town.
wander near the edge of town and there's a barn over there. All right.
Yeah.
Sure. Because the outside towns where all the poor people live, the rich people live in the middle of town. So it
Yeah,
makes
this
sense
hadn't
we'd wanna
worked.
do it
That
on the
was
outside.
my next play was just go back to that one person who was actually nice and try to like well, now I have an excuse to mention this cult directly because there's
Oh,
an
yeah.
official announcement about it. But
Okay,
we'll have to do
so we'll go to
Maybe.
the barn where we
I
detect
guess
one
we'll
of the
see.
items. And we
how
have
we
no
approach
idea
this
that
barn.
there's actually a lot of people.
Are we being sneaky about it? We can try to sneak in and look through look into the barn.
This is definitely a suspicious building. Just like a barn in the middle of nowhere, so I think we would be kind of sneaky about it, right?
Okay. Didn't you want me to stand back because I am not sneaky?
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not
Yeah,
going to be close to it.
let me
either.
go first. I'll scout
Okay.
ahead.
Alright. We hang
If
back
only
and let
Zoo
Sarky
were
go
here.
look ahead.
Zoo
can
has
just
both
turn invisible.
invisibility and diplomacy.
Oh yeah,
Well,
no,
I can.
You would definitely be useful in this. This is like the
I
second
can
time this
take a
happened where we
potion
had a
of invisibility.
situation where like Zoo being here would be really helpful, but he's not.
I can take a potion of invisibility, but I
It might
don't
be
think I'm
worth
gonna
it.
try and infiltrate quite that far. I just want to like peek in through a window and see what's going on.
It's all about risk,
It's a barn, so it's like one story.
risk reward. The reward of not using it is you have it for later, I guess, right? So
Yeah, I just want to do like a quick little peek and then leave kind of deal. So I'm not gonna like try and sneak in there and walk among them invisibly.
Oh, by the way, just so you know, I'm not super kitted out for a conflict, so don't be expecting a super lot.
Yeah, I didn't bring CJ either because he's too slow to catch cultists.
it's fine. We got Ben and me, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to try and peek in through a window
Okay.
stealthily. I rolled a
Hey,
nat
it's-
20.
All
And bad on
right.
perception, but I'm being sneaky.
There's walls and obstructions and stuff like that, so you don't get like the full glimpse. But inside the barn, you do hear some humming and chanting, and they're female vocals, and many of them. And
Okay, as soon as I hear
you-
that, I'm done.
yeah, you peer in and you'll see some of those, like, that black schmuck that you
Shawl,
found.
smock, yeah.
Yeah. You see like that on some individuals, but you can't really tell how many are in there.
Okay, I'll retreat, tell the group, I think it's a cultist meeting going on, there's a ritual or something going on right now. Let's do this. Ben, do you have more men that you can call to help arrest these people?
Not at this immediate moment.
Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna have to do it ourselves.
I cast flame arrow on
I
Zed.
say I'll try and
But
sneak
remember, some of these people are
Actually, no,
just
let's just-
misguided, right?
in. Yeah, aim to disable, not to kill. And it's the leader we want.
Okay.
And
way?
no, I will.
Okay.
The barn doors are shut, right? And like the
Yes.
window is shut. Like I can't get in sneakily very easily.
I mean, you can, but what about everybody else?
Yeah, so I'll tell them I'll sneak inside and find their leader and make sure that they don't escape. And then you come in 1 minute and I'll be in position.
Oh no, you're gonna be rolling initiative as soon as you start crawling through windows.
Right, but I want to be invisible so they don't hopefully know I'm there.
Yeah, your guys are gonna roll initiatives as soon as you crawl through
That's what I'm saying. We can roll initiative, but I don't want them to break down the door and come in until a minute in.
So you're telling them that don't do anything for 10 rounds, is what you're saying. I'm trying to forewarn you
Okay,
that...
maybe 30 seconds. You know, whatever.
How about
Like if this barn
you call out
is
the
as big
signal?
as it is. Okay,
It sounds like
I'll
something's
call out
happening.
the signal.
There you go.
The signal's gonna be me shooting someone. So as soon as you hear commotion, come in. Okay, that's the plan.
Okay.
So
I'm
gonna.
just promising you something.
Yeah, no, I got you.
So.
Alright, so I'm gonna drink my potion of invisibility and sneak in through a window.
Okay.
And I don't know how to do anything. So I just like change. Do I just delete the item? Is that good enough?
Yeah.
Okay. Potion invisibility gone. And then I sneak in through a window. Where's the window at? Like up here or something?
Sure.
I sneak in.
All right, I need an acrobatics. I need your stealth because you're sneaking.
Yep. Let me figure out. So I have these Elvenkind boots, which I think give me +5 to acrobatics. Yeah. Which I already have that on here. Cool. So acrobatics. I did shit.
And the
Stealth.
stealth is a -20 because you're. Well, you have the invisibility, right?
Stealth is 23, and that's not counting invisibility.
Okay, so 43. Okay. Okay, you get in on round 1.
And roll initiative or not yet?
Yeah, you guys can roll initiatives now because I promise you something's gonna happen, but it's a matter of a triggered moment, I suppose.
Okay, there's my initiative.
So you end up in a stall with a horse.
Does a horse make any kind of movement to indicate it knows I'm here? This is important.
It's really not.
I'm
What would you like to do?
Um, is it my turn? Wait, where's my party sheet? No, my combat tracker.
I mean, we
I guess
have.
we're assuming that everyone's just waiting until I give
Yep.
them some signal. So
Yeah, you climb through and you still have some move action for this round. So,
okay, then I'll move up here and peek around. What do I see out here?
okay. Hell, I'll just
Interesting.
reveal it all. Why not? So you peek and you see all of these women are currently chanting, and it does seem like they're doing some rather witchery stuff. Hence why we're in rounds. Anywho, round 2, what would you like to do? Hey, you recognize some of these women.
If I summon something, it doesn't break my stealth, right? Because it's not like an attack.
Yep. Your invisibility, you mean?
Yeah.
It's correct. Summoning does not break invisibility.
Okay. This is gonna be interesting. Well, I said my signal is commotion, so I'm going to use Scroll of Summon Nature's Ally 2,
Okay, what are
which
you
I've
gonna
had for a
summon?
while.
And that takes a round to get off.
Yep, that's why I'm doing it while I'm stealth, because I have the time.
Yep.
What are you summoning?
I'm looking.
Okay.
Giant ant worker, small. Oh, just small elemental sounds pretty good. Yeah, I'll summon a small elemental, and I'll tell you what type once I figure it out. Let's see, these are.
What level?
What's good? I don't know. What do you mean?
It's a
I
spell
have
on
to
a
pull out
scroll,
the
so it's a
character
third
sheet
level
for
spell.
you, so you need to let me know
It's
so I can grab the sheet.
minimum. It's scroll of summon nature's ally 2, so it's the minimum caster level,
It's probably a druid, so it's probably caster level
which is
5.
3.
No, 3. You're right.
3.
Okay.
Second level
Wait, no.
spell,
Summon
caster
Nature's Ally
level 3.
2. Summon Nature's Ally 2. It says Druid 2.
A second level spell is a third level caster.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I got you. I understand.
So you'll have that animal you summon for 3 rounds, basically.
That's it? Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. And it'll be a...
It gets to act the turn it comes into play, so... It does not have summoning sickness.
See, what do the different elementals do? I don't even know.
Just pick one that you like. Doesn't be like...
Alright, I'll just go with water elemental.
How many? Just one?
It's just one, yeah.
Okay.
It's a small water elemental, right?
Small water elemental.
It's just here to clean up the stalls. Muck them out.
And I want to summon it by the chick lady. What's my range? I wasn't actually prepared to cast this, but I just realized it'd be good. 5 feet per 2 levels, so it's 30-foot range. Where am I at? How do I measure? Oh boy.
So where do you want to put them? Don't worry about measuring. Just where do you want it?
Okay, so I'll summon it from here, and I'll put it in this square above the leader lady. So I just want it to be in the middle of their summoning ritual or whatever ritual they're doing. They'll be like, "Oh my God, did we summon that?"
Okay.
That's the plan.
You summon it at the tail end of the turn, just before your next turn. It gets to take its attacks immediately.
Okay, and I want it to attack the leader
Then
very loudly.
have it do it.
Oh boy. So
You just target and roll
this
the obvious
target.
field. Oh, this can power attack.
Roll
So
the
do you want
obvious
power
field, she
attack on?
says. Of course.
All right, let me get that turned on.
You say roll the obvious field, but I don't see any field that looks obvious.
I mean, it says slam +5 of the damage. That looks pretty obvious.
Yeah, but how do you roll that? It's not a rollable field.
Yes, it is. Try double clicking.
Oh, what? It doesn't look like a box you can roll normally. Okay.
Well, yeah,
it
these
hit.
are NPC sheets, for the game.
I've never
master.
seen this. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wait, could it have done a
You
full
didn't-
attack? I guess it's the same thing. Okay.
It's the same thing. Yeah, he only has one attack.
So it attacks, hits, damage, minimum damage. And then
round 3, it's your turn. But did you send out the alert for Albanius?
The alert was commotion.
the alert is
so
commotion. So
if I
as long as I heard the water elemental.
If I heard the water elemental attack, then I probably heard. I don't know. There's technically a DC for the sound of battle.
Well, because your
I might not have heard it.
turn is technically before the summon comes out.
Oh well, then he wouldn't hear it. 'Cause
No,
Right.
technically the
Okay.
summon happens right at the beginning of Zarky's
You
turn.
rolled
but-
first on the initiative, and Zarky rolled.
Oh yeah,
after
no,
you,
my
so-
turn's before his. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
yeah.
So that's what I was just finding out. Is if
Albanius
anything else
didn't do
alerted
anything.
you.
Water elemental hit, and now it's my
it's
turn
Zarky's
to
turn.
do
Yeah.
something. So let's see. I'll get rid of the scroll I used. I'm using lots of consumables. Don't I
Yeah.
have? Yeah, I have some good stuff. Okay. I want to move. Let's see. How far can I go? Oh, I don't have lock token on.
Oh, I can
5,
turn that
10, 15, 20. Because I don't want to shoot these innocent people, so I'm going to move. Like, I don't know if I can cut the corner, but I just want to move like here and be kind of against the wall. And I want to ready an action to shoot the leader when I have a clear shot. So I'm assuming that these people are going to move out of my way because they're scared little girls, hopefully. But I'm not actually doing any combat things. I'm staying invisible and I'm staying pressed against the wall, even though I know I'm taking up the 5-foot square, but I'm not like actually fighting in the entire 5-foot square. I'm hiding against the wall
Well, you're
with my bow
invisible,
drawn.
so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your turn. All right. Well, there is an elemental there, so now, this teenager that you guys spoke to, the feisty teenager, she's well, first off, the head lady who's getting attacked by the water elemental is going to, say, "What the heck's going on? Kill it!" And so the teenager will attempt to do that. I'm pretty sure this teenager does not have power attacks, so she just pulls out a dagger. She 5 foot steps forward and plunges it into.
They're going to fight shit.
The element. The small elemental. Its token should be smaller. We'll make him small.
I mean, I should probably be smaller too, but
There. Now that you said it.
yay.
She misses. She's just a teenager. She don't know how to use daggers. Alright, Ben heard commotion, so Ben comes up to the doors. Tries to open them.
For the love of God, don't be locked.
They open, and he finishes his movement.
Oh my God, if they were locked, I was gonna freak out.
No,
They should have been. It would have been hilarious.
he actually
Oh,
triggers like a tripwire connected to a bell, and you guys hear a bell dingling as he's like approaching the doors.
So I just would have. They'd have known we were here,
An
but
alarm.
they already know we're here, so it's all
Yeah.
good.
They-
Yeah, that didn't
Well,
actually
they know
didn't
water
actually matter in
elemental's
this
here.
case. Yeah. Well, now they know he's here as well, but they probably figured something was up when a water elemental appeared right in the middle of their room.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Tasha. Oh, Ben has his weapon out as
Cannot
well.
get everybody.
Who do we have out? We're gonna have out the longbow. Oh, Zarky, you're in an
I'm
urban
ready in
setting
action.
still, so you get your terrain bonuses.
Oh, cool.
I'm ready in action to cast a spell when Albanius gets closer to Zarky.
Also, you have favored human. Favored.
You don't need to know where
human?
Zarky is, do you? Isn't he still invisible?
I am
Is he invisible?
Yeah, he's
Never
invisible.
mind. Then I will just cast the spell right now.
Okay. And for Zarky, everybody but Blue are humans. So if you attack Blue, you don't get the bonuses.
Okay. Cool.
I'm done.
All right.
Is that one
Ace.
person who was my friend here, or was she actually not
No.
part of the cult?
Tam is not here.
Oh, okay. She was not part of the cult. But she might have been approached by them in theory, so if I had been direct, maybe she would have given me some information. Who knows?
There was basically
Or maybe
a
she just didn't come to the meeting because she heard
25%.
that there was.
There was a 25% cumulative chance that you guys would talk to a cultist during the interrogation, and it kept rolling low. And she was like the one that didn't roll low. The only one, actually. Anyway, so yeah, you guys actually had a good run without realizing it. Alright, everybody's hasted
We
because
just
of
couldn't.
Tasha.
Yeah.
Not quite
Except
everybody.
me.
Oh, not quite everybody.
So I'm too far away.
You're not within the 30.
Well, because I can't see you.
She chose
Yeah.
Albanius.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
You did the right thing. So they're the ones who need to
Wanda.
rush in here and anything. Yeah.
Wanda 5 steps forward, pulls out dagger, and stabs at the elemental. Misses with a 6. Nobody else in this list is here, so round 4. Albanius.
I got haste, so I can actually go like really far. That's only half my, or like, yeah, that's half my movement. I can actually move further. I don't know that this is a pole arm kind of fight either. Well, you know, actually, it could totally be a pole arm kind of fight because I have lunge.
Yeah.
So I'll move 5 feet further, and with my pole arm that I pull out as I'm moving, my cold iron glaive, I will do a lunge attack. I'm gonna do it for non-lethal damage because these are citizens of our town. I don't want to just murder them. So I'm gonna.
Who are you targeting?
Lisa, that's who I have targeted right now.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do power attack two-handed as well. So I'm taking a lot of penalties in my attack, but she doesn't look like she's wearing armor, so I'll probably still hit. I'd imagine, unless I roll really low. So, yup.
Very good. Oh.
Oh, she's unconscious.
All right. And that's my turn. I have a pole arm at still and combat reflexes, so if they try to do something about it, they're probably gonna have a bad time.
Okay.
See, Mary Ann can't just 5-foot step here. She has to go around this corner, then she's gonna. Then I'm set.
All right. Blue. Blue will. Blue's gonna delay her turn. This woman, Paula, somebody you guys didn't meet. Now, this is the fun thing. I learned how to do this, boys and girls. Alright, so
Okay.
she's gonna try to
how it
move into a square with an invisible person.
She might get stopped right there because she's gonna trigger an attack opportunity from me.
That's true. Let me move her here so you can target her. There you go.
So let me see. Do I have? I don't think I have like any. Well, I could still try to trip her, even without the trip combat maneuver feats, just because the provoking attack opportunity doesn't matter if she's not threatening me. So I could try doing that, or I could just try to hit her for non-lethal damage. I think I'll do that. Just -4 and attempt.
Yeah, I don't know why you try to trip and just hit her.
Okay, you hit.
All right.
Oh, down she goes.
Unconscious.
Okay. She goes down right there before she can even get to Zarky's square. I don't even know that I'm protecting him because I can't.
You
actually
don't
see
even
Zarky.
know. Yeah.
I think she's trying to just rush me. I'm like, nope.
Get to you.
Yep.
I mean, that's what she was doing. She was trying to rush you.
Yep.
This woman says.
Yeah, more where that came from.
She casts Banish on the summoned creature.
No.
She dimension
good.
doors away.
We were pretty screwed if she had that.
I gotta go.
Why? It's just a little elemental.
Up on something. I don't know how it works officially. because I don't really play this class.
And that's just my meat shield in there, you know?
I know there's a limit, so I'm just making sure that I don't abuse this. Up to okay.
Just like a channel with something, another capability that works against elementals. There's a few of those. I was looking, actually, there's a prestige class that has like this channel that works against outsiders, basically. Yeah. I was looking at prestige classes for spellcasters because I was looking at making a, there's the archetype that you can be an arcanist with a bloodline, basically, but you only get the bloodline powers, you don't get the bloodline spells and feats and whatnot. But anyway, I was looking at it for like the psychic, if I wanted to do a psychic bloodline arcanist, but one of their bloodline abilities they get references bloodline spells, so it's basically useless on anything other than a sorcerer.
She's gonna cast a spell. Tasha can't see her. Ben can't see her. Albania's, you can barely
Doesn't have
see her.
spellcraft.
Okay, Zarky can see her if he has a. You don't know
Nope.
what she's casting.
I basically don't know anything.
Okay, well, nothing scary happens.
Is she casting defensively?
Yeah, she is.
Okay. Because, yeah, there's an elemental right there.
Yeah,
so.
she's
Yes,
not an
that's
idiot.
the other bit.
She's not an idiot. She could be an idiot, but she's not an idiot. Anyways, nothing like terrible happens, so you don't really know what she did.
Perfect.
Lisa is down. This other woman, Marianne, you guys haven't met her. She can't 5-foot step, but she also can't really full round. So she's gonna move here and then up to you, which is going to provoke from Zarky and Albanius. Zarky, if you take it though, you will
Not
heal
for me.
yourself.
I have a ranged weapon out.
Oh, okay. Then no, it doesn't.
So I have my bow. So it does provoke from Albanius, though.
If you have improved unarmed strike, you can just punch her. But yeah.
Yep. I actually have it.
I do
have
not.
combat reflexes, so I will take that attack opportunity.
Okay.
So put that -4 in again, and
Wow. What an MVP.
so she's actually back at this square over here,
Okay.
because that's where I would have taken the attack.
Hitter. Yeah.
It's just
So
a pile
I'm just
of
watching these
girls.
people come up to Albanius. Albanius is just like knocking them up on top of the head,
I mean-
knocking them out one after the other.
Yeah,
Like,
this
quack,
is.
quack, quack.
Well, you
These are
knocked
not
out
trained
Lisa,
combatants.
The pregnant girl.
It's fine. I did non-lethal damage.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's not like you hit her in the stomach.
Mr. Elemental.
Elemental is going to attack the main leader lady. Attack button. And damage. Hey, 2 that time.
Mm. And
then
Mr.
now
Zaki.
that these people are all down here, I'm going to move over here. Wait, can I shoot through this obelisk, or is it like a solid thing in the middle I can't shoot
Oh,
through?
that's not an obelisk. Let's just have that as like a little pedestal with like a symbol on it. Like
Okay, so I can shoot her easily
Makeshift.
from here, no cover.
yeah, makeshift.
You do have
altar.
you have cover
Oh,
from
wait,
the
the
elemental
water
being in
alley.
the way.
Alright, what if I'm
Yeah.
here instead? Is that better, or not really?
Who are you trying to target?
I don't
I
know.
want
When
to shoot
if you
the main
target her,
leader lady.
does the line pass through the green
Right.
square? Because if so, then yeah, it
Basically.
provides cover.
Alright, then
So yes, there's not really
Whatever,
a lot
I'll
of
just-
places you can go to not
I'll just
have,
shoot
cover.
this chick instead. Teenager.
The teenager. Oh yeah, the teenager.
Actually, no,
lethal or
I'm not.
non-lethal?
I'm not. I want to do. I want to do lethal damage. I'm hitting the main lady,
Okay.
and she has cover. But whatever.
Don't you have flame arrows on right now, or?
No, no
No?
one enchanted my arrows.
Oh, okay.
I did.
I thought I heard
Before
that.
you ever went
You,
into there.
you did? Oh, I didn't hear
Yeah.
it. Okay, then I do have flame arrows.
In fact, it should be on your character tab because I should have cast the spell on you.
I don't
see
know
it
what
on him.
what does that even mean.
On the combat tracker?
Nope.
Don't see it, but
Why
I
is
did
that
see you
not
cast
trigger?
it. I don't know.
Remember, you
But I
gotta
did- I do
hit
remember
the
you
little
casting it.
man picture that applies the effect. Hitting the cast button doesn't
There
apply
it is.
effects.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. Okay. All right, go for it. So there is cover because of your elemental.
Yeah. Modifier. So is it partial cover or full cover?
Cover.
Okay, cover button. And roll my attack with the longbow. And she's not Fae, she's human. So this one, I think. Roll. Dang. Oh, it
Alright.
did hit. Wow.
You hit.
And then... Wait, where's my flaming...
Make sure
Uh-oh.
you're on the
I
right
need to fix
mode.
this.
So down at the bottom, what mode you're on.
This shouldn't
just-
say silver, it should be... What's the keyword for fire? Is it just fire?
You already have the fire flame arrows.
No, it
What
says
happened to
silver
them?
on it.
Faebane longbow, flame arrow, 1d6 plus 2, piercing magic
Yeah, I
fire,
just changed it
plus
to say fire.
When did you have it say silver?
It said silver just a second ago. I just changed it from silver to fire.
Weird. Well,
So anyways,
you had to
it's
have done
fine.
that, but...
I rolled
okay. All right. Yeah, and you wound her.
And now all of a sudden everyone can see me.
Yes. So Blue's now gonna, like, charge.
Good luck.
Don't worry. I need to make modifications. There we go. Okay. This little halfling comes running at you. Oh. Does a 20 hit?
No.
Okay.
I have 23 AC. Yeah.
It'd hit me,
Oh.
but if she'd charged me, she wouldn't have got to me. I still have one more attack opportunity this round.
Oh boy.
The teenager continues attacking the elemental. Ah, she misses. Ben.
Elemental's only run for one more round.
Ben does not have blunt arrows. So, Ben will...
Go arrest the unconscious girls.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
can do that.
You say that to him and he does that. He'll go up to Paula and let's say he brought handcuffs with him because he expected this. As you guys had warned him. So he starts doing that on this round. Tasha?
Perfect. And he can do it really fast because he has haste on.
He's not used to being this fast and he keeps fumbling.
Oh, wait. Nope, that's all good. Okay.
You have a lot of people targeted, and some of those people
Yes, I do.
are your friends. You have Ben
Fireball.
targeted. There you go.
That one, yes. Well, yeah, he looks like the other.
There's
one,
actually a
you're right.
target friendly and target enemy units button. Although,
I
I
think
don't know
it
if
does
anybody's
all.
actually listed.
Well, there's actually a
Yeah,
couple.
yeah.
I never use that
a
stuff. I
target.
should though.
Oh my god, the rolls.
So what did we do? We failed,
Slow.
failed.
All of them failed.
They're all
Nice.
staggered.
Ooh. Slow down.
The Durium shuffling cards over there.
Oh, you hear that?
Yeah.
Well, Wanda's not going anywhere, so she's gonna attack the element slowly and misses.
I gotta be shuffling some cards tonight because I'm gonna go to a Magic tournament, which I could have done yesterday since we didn't have the Friday or Pathfinder game since Matt's internet was down, but I didn't feel like it.
Oh.
All right,
color is your deck?
Albanius?
I'm gonna be playing red blue tempo
Oh.
in modern. I'm going to use an immediate action to cast Grace, so I do not provoke attack opportunities this turn. And then with haste, I should be able to like move all the way in here.
Okay.
Yeah, cover the exits. Good idea.
They can't. Can you take attack of opportunities while you're staggered or slow?
Yes.
Well, he said
Well,
he
I
used
cast
Grace.
Grace, which makes it so they don't provoke. Movement does not provoke attack
I'm
opportunities for me this
still
turn because of
curious.
Grace.
But yes, you could.
But yes, they
Yeah.
can otherwise.
Okay.
And I'm going to hit blue, or attempt to hit blue for non-lethal damage.
Okay.
Even though she was very belligerent to me, I don't want to kill her. And here goes.
Her AC is going to be one higher than normal, so let me just double check and see if you hit.
But she charged, didn't she?
Is blue...
She did, yeah, so...
Yeah.
She charged
okay.
at me, so it should be -2, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you'll hit then. Uh-huh.
That's already... So, okay. Alright, she's unconscious too.
Another knockout. Albania's here a knockout.
No, this is definitely one of those kind of like situations where like the actual
Optimal
combat is not
situations
the,
for you.
was not the hardest part of it. The hardest part was getting to this point.
I mean, this is just like a bunch of weaker people is so good for your kind of combat reflexes build.
Oh yeah.
I had the same thing with the combat patrol against the skeletons in Mantis's game.
Yeah, that was like the one fight where your build
Zoe.
really was able to
She's
shine.
going to defensively
Yeah, your build's
cast
really
a
shining
spell.
for sure.
Alright, well I can't identify, I don't have spellcraft.
I will try to identify, but I probably won't. Yeah, same roll as last time.
Yeah, sure, why not? Tasha, you see that she is casting Lesser Confusion on Albanius.
Okay.
Now, it's so funny because this spell is not fully filled
It
out.
should automatically. Do you want me to just roll the will save then?
I guess.
Yay, that's probably good.
Is there a save on this? Because this sheet does not have...
I'm pretty sure Lesser Confusion is a will save.
I'm gonna check that. This whole thing isn't filled out, and this is Paizo products. So I'm like, why? Why?
Will negates.
Yeah, it's all under the... yeah, it doesn't even reference confusion. It's just like, Okay, you save. Damn, they don't even have it configured correctly. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm gonna... I'm gonna jot that info down. Complain about it on their forums. Okay. She fails, so that is kind of her turn. She'll stay where she is. Lisa's
Yeah, she will.
unconscious. Marianne is unconscious. The elemental. I think this is its
Last attack?
time.
Yeah. Does it go away like right after it attacks now, or what?
No, it'll go
Or is it
away.
at the beginning of my next turn?
Yeah. It gets to hang out for the full round.
19. And she's dying. Also, why does my elemental have CJ's picture?
It doesn't?
Don't worry about it.
It does for me.
Well, that's because you rolled it and you have CJ selected as your primary character
in
right now.
chat.
No, I
That's
selected
just-
the water elemental as my character.
It doesn't switch for you. It's because you have a selected PC character. It doesn't do that for NPC character sheets.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Well,
They're completely
it
different
worked.
systems.
The water elemental wrecked the lady.
And it is your turn.
And then I see the lady drop down. And what do I have? Whatever. I'll just attack. Oops, wrong token. You attack her. Actually, Wanda was the freaking annoying one. I'm gonna hit her for lethal damage. I'm gonna full round her.
So just FYI, bows can't do non-lethal damage unless you have blunt arrows. So, yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's what I meant. Attack. Is
Of
there
course you can
a
improvise
full round
weapon
button?
punch
Yeah,
them
this
with your
one.
bow, I guess.
No. I have other weapons too, but I just want to hit her because she was a little
You didn't like Wanda?
not good word. I didn't like Wanda.
Aww.
So I'm gonna beat her up. Wow, my
Dang.
2 hit.
It's not her fault she has a terrible marriage
What do you got against
life.
Wanda? Wanda just sold us bread.
That's the first arrow. That's the second arrow.
Oh,
She's dead.
yep.
Jeez.
Wanda was the one who said I was harassing or interrogating her, right?
You don't know that. You
Everybody
guys
No,
just
Wanda-
know that the town is rumoring
Wanda was the one that
that you
sold
guys
bread.
going about interrogating people. You don't know what
Yeah,
she
but
said.
okay. Whatever. I don't care. Maybe I'm an evil character now, shit. I'm chaotic good. I'm doing it for the good of this city though. I'm just chaotic with my means.
You just misunderstood everybody. Dang. Alright, Blue, however, was like a total hoe bucket. Teenager's still up. The teenager is like the only one up. The teenager breaks down crying and surrenders as she doesn't want to die and this isn't what she expected of her life and she just goes on a full-on breakdown.
Okay.
And we're out of combat.
I don't attack her. Yeah.
Yeah, if she surrenders, that's ideal.
I'll channel energy to heal everyone.
Including
Are you
boss
healing? Oh, but Wanda's dead.
Yeah.
lady. Okay.
Well, yeah, but still, I'll heal everyone, and help Ben get them handcuffed up.
Why did Wanda need to die?
She didn't.
I
Is the answer?
didn't really mean to. I didn't think I was gonna one shot her. I knew she was weak, but I didn't think she'd be dead.
No, these are
I
just
thought
commoners.
she'd get knocked out. Or not knocked out. I thought she'd be like dying, and then we'd heal her. Like
They're
I don't
not
know.
even,
If
like,
I shot the first
specialists.
arrow and I
They're just
saw that
commoners.
she was knocked out, or like she fell down from the first arrow, could I have not shot the second arrow?
Technically, yes.
But you already
That's
did
what I
it,
would have.
and it's too late.
Yeah, that's what I would have done, but we can roll with it how it is.
Yeah, you gotta be aware of what you are doing. We can't backtrack and retcon. You've been playing this game long enough to know how to make decisions. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I was just asking.
Hindsight's a bitch.
No, it's fine though. I mean, I also thought that she was the jerk one, but maybe she wasn't.
Nah, she's the one
Who
that
is
you
the
like
homeless person?
stalked her house.
She's the
and-
bread seller.
The first one, and you like spent a whole day like observing her at home.
Oh, yeah, and
her
she didn't do anything, I
husband
noticed.
fighting and yeah.
Oh, maybe her husband will be happy.
Oh wow, dang. Do you have that detect thoughts on Tasha? Zerky,
Nope.
man, Zerky. You might want to keep your eye on that one.
That was more Zedurium just being dumb, but
Okay, so Ben continues
Trying to
handcuffing
rationalize
the
here.
rest of the girls, and he looks at the pregnant woman. He's a little worried. He's like, he fell down. Does anybody know if she's okay? And he like tries to like lay her down so that no pressure's on.
Well,
her
I mean, I
stomach.
healed her, so hopefully she's fine.
Yeah, that
Well,
just heals the baby inside too, right?
yeah, pregnant lady falling down.
I didn't deselect the baby, so therefore, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's how it works, I think.
This baby's gonna be an artistic baby now because of your touch.
Perfect.
So you guys get everybody, he goes and deals with the hysterical teenager as well, since nobody else has opted in to do it. He doesn't seem happy
I
about it. He
guess
doesn't know what to do.
We should collect everybody up and bring them back to find out what was going on. Actually, what is going on? What is this thing?
Oh, it's
I
just
take
like
a
a
look around to
makeshift
try and figure out
altar.
what they were doing.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Okay.
what was this ritual they were trying to do?
Alright, so you look on this altar, and there's like a fist-sized cat's eye chrysoberyl? Chrysoberyl.
Type of gem, yeah.
Yeah, that you can appraise, and a knowledge religion.
Our best skill.
I actually have that skill with some ranks in it, so I'll roll it.
Yay.
Okay. You know its value is 500 gold pieces. Unfortunately, that's not high enough knowledge to gain any additional information.
Okay.
So I guess you
Then
don't
I
really
guess
know.
we'll just ask somebody here what was going on here.
Okay. Ooh.
The teenager, since
Oh,
she's
God.
the only one conscious.
Alright. Roll me a diplomacy. See if you guys can calm her, make her rational, understandable.
I will try to calm her down. Tell her that it'll be okay now, and that nobody here is going to hurt her.
Okay. Yeah, Zarky's not helping, obviously, but
No.
Albanius somehow gets to her and,
She just straight up saw Zarky just murder someone, so I mean...
yeah. Tasha's not really helping, but Albanius,
Do I ever?
you do your best to calm her down, but it doesn't really seem like she's in a friendly state with you, so she's rather abrasive. But she will tell you that she was promised a good life with this cult, and she didn't really ask questions as she didn't really have anywhere else to go or be. And that she's
Alright,
only
then.
been with this group for a week, as she was recently recruited. She'll tell you, though, that if you ask her about the ritual, she'll tell you that that lady said that she can watch, or her goddess watches the world through that stone on the altar. And she also says that you might incur the goddess Garona's wrath, or even be cursed if you defile or steal the shrine. The teenager shrugs. She says, she says, you do not detect magic on the gem. However, you do detect magic on a few items that were on the lady. Well, one thing.
Well, we'll probably have to interrogate her later as well.
One item?
Yes, just one. Shit, you guys got a lot of stuffs in the party sheet still. Okay, oh, alright. You identify her, her robes, basically. Her dress that she's wearing, is magical. And you identify that this is called a hag's shabble, which basically grants a +2 on diplomacies and intimidate checks if you are a worshipper of this goddess, and you may also use it to detect thoughts.
No, I think the detect thoughts is you have to be a worshipper, and you get the +2 diplomacy intimidate regardless.
Oh, did I read that wrong then? Okay, yeah, you're right. 2 different senses.
Okay.
And then you do find her holy symbol on her. She's wearing leather armor, and she has a masterwork dagger and 36 gold pieces on her. Ben says he's gonna start ushering some of these girls out, waking them up and getting them out. And I'm gonna get some backup to come with back and get the rest of these women.
Alright.
Just to make sure, is there anything funky in this one room we haven't looked in? There's no, like, prisoner that's going to be sacrificed or something?
Nope. Looks like just a regular barn that was just being borrowed for the ritual. And the altar is makeshift, so it's like, there's nothing awesome about it. Other than that gem itself. which is like 500 gold pieces. It's pretty nice gem.
It was used in an evil ritual, though. I don't know if maybe Albanius has some sort of ritual or can perform something that will cleanse it of any sort of lingering taint that it might contain.
A
Nope.
cleansing?
Not anything that I know of to do that.
Okay.
I would need like a proper priest to do that.
Okay, we can keep it for now, I guess.
Okay. If you guys don't object, he'll take all the girls to one holding place. I don't know what you guys have, a jail or not, but
We have a jail.
We do, yeah.
okay, then he'll take
Top
them
left
all
corner of our city.
there for proper questioning and you guys, restored the leader lady, so he'll take her as well. And you guys can interrogate her here or there. That's up to you.
Well, we'll keep the leader of the cult separate from the others.
Okay.
Yeah, so what was she doing here? What brought her to my kingdom? In fact, you know what? Because I was forced to buy this, I'm going to make sure I use it.
What, detect thoughts?
Yes. Although I am not stunned unless she has an intelligence of 26 or higher.
What actually happened if you tried to detect thoughts on my Arcanist from Second Darkness? I think. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Okay, then I ask her, what are you doing in my kingdom?
She doesn't answer.
But does she think anything?
Good question. Let me see if she can be counterproductive. Come here, lady. Um,
She does get a will save.
yeah.
DC 15.
Yeah, you can't detect her thoughts.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's about the extent of my abilities to interrogate anybody. So, okay, what are we going to do with the others? They were led into this, but they did agree to it. I'm just trying to think of what kind of medieval punishments there are besides being thrown in the stockade, thrown out of town.
Well, you can always do the religious conversion and see the light and send you to the chapel and do community work things.
See, I'm much more community work oriented since Tasha isn't really devoted to any particular faith. But yeah, some time doing help for the city. That sounds reasonable to me. What does everybody else think?
Well,
Yeah, I mean, be a way for them to redeem themselves and perhaps come to, they can come to forgive the city, and the city can come to forgive them.
if you guys like actually ask them like why they're like making this choice, aside from the teenager had her own things, but you'll learn that like all of these women seem to have a bitter hatred for the townsfolk of your town.
Oh,
They don't like your people. Why they all have
okay.
their
Aside
own
from the,
reasons, but yeah.
I mean, then why? I mean, then they can move.
Yeah, I know, right? Move. But that's their reasonings
I mean,
is
a lot of them probably can't afford to move.
yeah, that's true for some of them, yeah.
Okay, well, now I'm wondering here because if they were willing to mess up the town just because they didn't like the people, maybe I should just exile them. Now, if you don't like the town, then goodbye.
Haha. Maybe. It's your
I'm
choice.
fine with that.
Where's the closest? I mean, there's the city, right? I forget the name of it now.
Rostov?
Rostov. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's where I came from.
So, okay, if they hate this town, if they hate this place that much, I will pay for their passage to Rostov.
Your banishment of this town. Begone you. Okay. Well, obviously some of them are gonna be like total hoes and stuff to you, but yeah, you're Baroness, so you make it happen.
I think that's the best for everybody under the circumstances. And anybody who did this because of other reasons that didn't involve just hating everybody, then yeah, community service would be fine. So what about the head of this little group here? What are we going to do with her?
And during this time, like, Tasha, your secretary, yes, you have a secretary, comes to you
Okay.
and informs you that a Loy Resbin has been very eagerly waiting for you, and she doesn't know what to do about him because he won't go away.
Who is this guy?
You don't know. She says I've never seen him before, but that's the name he gave me.
Okay. Okay, first things first. Any suggestions from my counselors on how to deal with the evil cleric lady who is leading my people astray? I feel like just banishing her is going to make her a continuing issue.
We have her work on community works projects, and so she can hopefully come to appreciate appreciate life and the town, and perhaps we can all forgive each other.
We have an executioner.
When attempted to, she will never answer your questions. She'll never give you the information that you want. She will always, prevent that.
Well, how about this then? Just going to leave her in prison until I can think of how I want to deal with her.
There you go. Are you gonna feed her? Because she might die.
Yeah, I'm not going to kill my prisoners, like starve them to death.
Well, like, she's a cleric. She can create food. Yeah.
Well, I make sure she doesn't have her holy symbol and stuff.
Oh, dang.
Of course, I have no idea what requires that. Maybe, regardless. Yes, she's going to get fed. She's going to be treated well.
Okay.
Until I figure out what I want to do with her.
Alright, you have a prisoner in your kingdom. Hooray!
She is the official prisoner.
It's the only documented prisoner. Yeah.
Okay. I have to go. It's 1:30. I have a hard deadline today.
Okay. So don't forget Loy Resbin next session.
Yes. Roy or Loy?
No, let me scroll down here. Loy.
Loy. Okay. Yes. And hopefully we'll have everybody together.
Yes, that would be nice. Or at least four people.
Or at least 4.
I should be here next weekend. I don't think I have anything going on.
Yeah, I think so.
The weekend
Sure,
after
I have
that is
something,
Thanksgiving weekend.
I definitely won't be here Thanksgiving.
I think I will be here the weekend after Thanksgiving, but just because it's like 2 days after Thanksgiving. But yeah.
If you guys railroad the rest of this shit, I foresee 2 to 3 sessions before we're on to the next book.
Oh, for us?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be
That
at home
means
for
it'll take the rest of the
Thanksgiving,
month.
so I won't have my computer or anything.
Okay, have a good weekend, everybody. And I will talk to you later.
See
All right, see ya.
Yep. See ya.